Today we are going to start the manhwa known as I'm Struck on the Same Day for 1,000 Years. The story starts where we get to know that the main character is stuck on the same day for his entire life like an endless loop. The time gets resets at the end of the day and the main character is reincarnated back to the same day. At first the main character felt lucky and he started to spend all his money like crazy as he will get back all his money back the next day. But soon he got bored and started venturing in the field of crime, gambling and things like that, as he doesn't have to worry about the consequences as it will be reset the next day. He even gets irritated, so he tries to kill himself to end this loop but fails every time. But at 7 a.m. on July 7, 2020, when the main character turns 1,000 years old, seems like he was telling his story to a beautiful girl in a nightclub over the bar counter. The girl in response questions him whether he actually made such a story and labels it as an old tactic. The main character assures her and speaks of his skills and also says that he'll wake up tomorrow again in the same loop even if he sleeps with her. The girl is a bit anxious at first as it's her first time meeting such a person and so texts her friend to help her. The main character says that her friend is not going to come and says that her ex-boyfriend had come back to her life and so she is going to stay with her. The cute girl says him to stop lying, to which he replies to wait for the next 9 minutes and 13 seconds, after which she will receive a call. Just then, a rude guy forcefully holds the girl's hand and starts to harass her. The girl tries to let her go of the rude guy's possession but fails, so the main character interferes and asks the rude guy to come over to him. The rude guy questions the main character and quickly throws his cigarette towards the main character, but the main character doesn't even flinch or dodge the cigarette as it was thrown beside him to just scare him off. The rude guy is a bit shocked that the main character didn't even dodge the attack, quickly rushes towards him to land a punch on his face, but the main character quickly dodges the attack and at the same time make uppercut punch at hit jaw and bully gets thrown away in a single punch. And just then, the main boss arrives angrily stating how dare he touch his man and says he'll be a dead man now. The main character asks the bully's boss how did he grow up so fast and questions that whether this is how his elder brother Zhao taught him to be. The bully's boss is completely shocked and asks him how he knows his brother. The main character on the other hand calls the bully boss his elder brother Zhao and tells him that his younger brother was doing some bad stuff in the bar. He even goes on to say that if he doesn't want to start a war in China, then he must do what the main character said in the main meeting. He ends the calls by telling Zhao to keep his people in check else there won't be a second chance, as he throws the phone to the bully's boss, who then instantly apologizes for his action. The main character, being in a good mood, says he won't bother them. The beautiful girl is now in utter disbelief and asks herself as to who this person is. Just then the girl receives a call from her friend and her friend apologizes as she cannot come to the bar as her boyfriend came back, and she quickly hangs up the phone. The beautiful girl is in disbelief as the main character's words come true. The main character then asks the girl to come with him and takes her to the garage, pointing to a luxurious car which is not his, and he steals the car in front of the girl as he knows that the time will get reset at the end of the day. The girl questions him that he won't leave her home alone, to which the man goes into Sigma mode saying he's not interested into girls who use a ton of makeup to look pretty. The girl gets angry and brings out a wet wipe and uses it over her face to show the main character that she doesn't use makeup, to which she is now rated 9/10 by the main character. The main character offers her to go to her place as he can prove he is not lying and that the bed in his house is pretty big. The girl gets cautious and says that she will call the police if anything happens to her. The next day the main character wakes up saying that he woke up the same day again and that the girl is gone. Just then the girl enters from the bathroom and says that how come the say is not repeating, to which the main character is completely shocked and the girl now demands an explanation to why is it 8th of July. The scene then shifts to a car chase where Wang's men are chasing Wu Chen and the girl, who are running away in Wang's red car. The goons threaten Wu Chen to stop the car or they will kill him with a gun pointing towards them. The girl is terrified, but Wu Chen says it's a fun part as he speeds up in car. Wu Chen dials an unknown number from which a woman replies hello, and Wu Chen refers her as Mrs. Li and informs her that there is a traitor present in her team who can make her lose the bet. Mrs. Li is shocked and asks Wu Chen about how he knows about the bet, to which Wu Chen replies that he has his own sources. Wu Chen says that he can also tell more about her brother, but for that she has to send someone to meet him downstairs in her office within half an hour so that they can talk in person with her. Mrs. Li is curious and demands to who is she speaking to, but Wu Chen is caught up in the chase, being pinned down by both the cars on his side. Wu Chen makes a clean drift which amazes the goons chasing him, and they are in awe of his driving skills. Wu Chen quickly makes an escape and arrives at the girl's house. The girl tells Wu Chen that she won't be asking him how he knows her house address, as he will repeat his old crappy story, but before leaving, she compliments his driving skills, wants to know from where did he learn it from. Wu Chen, being Wu Chen, replies that he practiced it through his multiple lives, as he also died a lot of times while learning such driving skills, and cautions her not to try it out as she only has one life unlike him. The girl is now irritated and asks him to stop lying and not expect her to call him even if he has her number now. Wu Chen drives away from the girl, and the girl thinks that the night was probably arranged by her friend, as Wu Chen wouldn't be knowing where she lived. She feels confident and thinks she won't let Wu Chen escape from her hands. Half an hour later, we are shown a girl named Li Ruobing, who is a star entrepreneur in the Donghai city, but her background is very complicated as she is the sister of Wang Zhuangyuan, who can easily destroy the whole of East China, and because Li Ruobing is very beautiful, Wu Chen had a deep relationship with her during his lifetime. Wu Chen then arrives in Li Ruobing's office room, and she asks the guard to leave and starts to read Wu Chen's entire life summary of his education, his mother, and about her sister Wu Zhao, who goes to a high school. Wu Chen compliments her on finding so much information about him from just his phone number. Li, while tearing his information, mentions that he looks like an ordinary person, and an ordinary person cannot know about the vat, and demands to know who Wu Chen really is. Wu Chen replies that he isn't any ordinary and that he knows a lot of things that she cares about, such as the traitor who has been lurking around her. He demands $10 million to reveal the identity of the traitor, making it a fair deal between them. Li Ruobing questions whether she should make a deal with a person who came out of nowhere and a person can be trusted, while she quickly pulls out her gun from her drawer and points it at his head. She demands him to explain everything or she won't let him get out alive. Wu Chen replies that he knows that she will surely shoot him, but then he tosses the bullet cartilage from the gun magazine in his hand. Li Ruobing is completely shocked when she sees her gun's magazine in Wu Chen's hand and wonders how he removed the magazine from her gun as it was under her table. She guesses that it was when he leaned in front of her when he came into her office. Wu Chen says that he is an intelligent businessman and it's just using his intelligence that he removed her gun's magazine. He then asks her to trust his ability to gather information and that he doesn't mean any harm to her but rather wants to earn some money. Wu Chen thinks that the only way he can let Li Ruobing lower her guard is to go around playing the card of earning money for information, and soon he will be able to achieve Li Ruobing. Li Ruobing asks Wu Chen what more does he know, and Wu Chen starts with her entire biography, that she is the eldest daughter of the Li family, but because she was treated differently as a girl, she wanted to fight and prove everyone that she can be stronger than men, but still she could not escape her brother's shadow. Her mother always helped her, but after their parents' divorce, she started to date other men and became a pain, so she is being forced to marry Ding Rulong. She wanted to run away from getting married, but she couldn't as she worried about her mother. So, she tried to get Ding Rulong die from her 3 fake boyfriends, but they all ended up failing. Her first fake boyfriend committed suicide, second one sent to a mental hospital, and the third was framed and imprisoned. All this was done by Ding Rulong as he is a careful person and wants to make sure that no other man ever comes close to her. In order to escape the fate of marriage, she made a secret bet with Ding Rulong as to whoever has a bigger business after 5 years wins the bet. What she doesn't know is that Ding Rulong took someone from her side and made him to spy on her, and on the launch day, that spy will ruin everything for her. Finally, after speaking so much, Wu Chen decides to stop. And at that very moment, Li Ruobing brings out her checkbook and writes a check of $10 million and signs it. Giving the check to Wu Chen, she asks him to reveal the traitor, and he calmly says he will surely tell her. A person named Feng Yan, who is the senior assistant, knocks to enter the office, who requires Miss Li's signature on some documents. Wu Chen grabs the assistant's head and slams it onto her desk, pointing a gun at his head, saying that he is the traitor, and questions the assistant what the $5 million in his Swiss bank account are for. The assistant completely denies of knowing anything, saying they are mistaken. Wu Chen, pissed off, takes his phone and dials to Ding Rulong from the assistant's phone, and Ding from the other side asks whether he got the information, which proved Wu Chen's point. Li Ruobing tells the assistant that he had made a lot of money over the years in every shady manner possible, but she turned her black eye as he has been working for her since a long time, and she didn't think that he would sell her out for just $5 million. The assistant accepts his mistake, kneeling on the floor, and starts to speak something. Wu Chen at the same moment interrupts him and says her not to believe his words, as he will try to speak of her mother, as it is her weak point, which Ding Rulong has told the assistant. Li Ruobing is taken aback and tells the assistant to go away, as she never wants to see him again. Wu Chen says that he thought she would kill the assistant, but Li Ruobing says that she didn't want to do it herself, but the assistant will be dead by the end of the day. She says that she is still suspicious of Wu Chen's identity, as he can be sent by Ding Rulong, and the assistant was just a mere pawn to win over her trust. Wu Chen tells her that if she is still so suspicious of him, then he has a way to prove his innocence, and all she has to do is to let him be her fake boyfriend. Wu Chen speaks to Li Ruobing about how concerned Ding Rulong is about his reputation, and will not still back quite if Li starts going out with him. So, by becoming her boyfriend is the best way he can prove his innocence. Li Ruobing tells him that she had 3 boyfriends in the past, and all 3 got screwed up by Ding Rulong. Wu Chen knows that and says that if people want to climb higher, then having a relationship in life will make it very interesting. Li, pointing a gun at his forehead, admits that he is very special. He is courageous and bold, but he is very young, and it would be a pity as he could die, and asks him isn't he afraid of this. Wu Chen says that if she really wanted to kill someone, she would have called someone in by that time, and that there is nothing to be afraid of. Li Ruobing is impressed by Wu Chen and says that couples should have an intimate photo, and goes on to click photos with Wu Chen. With this, she can confirm Wu Chen's identity by sending a photo of them as a couple to Ding Rulong, and at the same time also irritate and offend Ding Rulong. From that day onwards, Wu Chen is her boyfriend, and she asks him to become her personal assistant, and that she will get someone to fill the position later, and wants to know what happened to her brother. Wu Chen tells that the top 3 clubs of China run by her brother, the East China Sea Crown, the Central China Regal, and the South China Sea Plaza, which everyone knows. But the East China Sea Crown has done something beyond their boundary, which involves many top celebrities, rich people and officials, and an investigation has begun 3 months ago in this matter. Wu Chen mentions that according to what he knows is that their network will be closed in another month at the most. Li Ruobing is shocked, and Wu Chen tells that it is not only her brother's problem but also troublesome for the entire Li family. Once the investigation is done, her brother will not only be sent to prison, but the Li family can abandon her brother. Li Ruobing tries to confirm it in a serious manner and asks for a surety regarding the information. The scene then shifts to the East China Sea Crown Entertainment Club, where the goons are explaining of what happened during the car chase. Wang Yuan, who is Li Ruotai's right-hand man, is furious that a person had stolen their car, injured their man, and even used their Li surname, and questions whether the person wishes to live any longer or not. Zhao Gusai, Li Ruotai's left-hand man, says that it's strange that someone would have his phone number and know about the May rally, whereas Li Ruotai, the eldest grandson of the Li family, wants to meet the person himself so that he can kill that person with his own bare hands. Just then Li Ruobing enters the room, and everyone is startled by her sudden appearance. Her brother Li Ruotai tells his subordinates to put out the sum urgently, as he fears and respects his sister very much, and asks Li Ruobing whether there is any urgent matter, as she came in person to meet him. Li Ruobing says that she has to introduce someone to him. Wu Chen then says that he borrowed his car yesterday to play, and so he tosses over the car keys to him and says that the car in the underground parking has a lot of fantasy fashion. Just then the goon who chased Wu Chen yesterday shouts that this is the same person who used the Li surname yesterday. We can see that Ruotai, who the eldest grandson of the Li family, is actually the most favored and is able to use most of the family's power, so, compared to Li Ruobing, he is really strong, and his strength is also not weaker than Ding Rulong. Li Ruobing, on the other hand, grew up tough since she was a child, as she spared no effort, whether it was to protect her brother or to beat him up, which also led Li Ruotai to respect and fear his sister. Ruotai was just going to speak about Wu Chen, but Li Ruobing immediately pulled his ears and said him that Wu Chen is his brother-in-law. Everyone was shocked at this revelation, but Li Ruotai didn't believe it, as she could be playing the fake boyfriend trick again and felt that Wu Chen is also an ordinary person. He asks her of a reason to be with Wu Chen. Li Ruobing starts acting up and says that she is not feeling well lately and leans on Wu Chen's chest and says Wu Chen that it's all his fault. Wu Chen asks her that, isn't she going too far with her drama, and says that he isn't afraid of Ding Rulong. But Li Ruobing's brother is completely stunned seeing Wu Chen and her sister so close to each other like a couple. Li Ruobing's brother, Li Ruotai, the eldest son in the Li family, is completely shocked seeing his sister Li Ruobing and the young man Wu Chen so close. Seeing them so close, he thinks as to whether his sister Li Ruobing pregnant, with Wu Chen being the child's father. Li Ruotai, seeing his sister and Wu Chen so close, thinks that Wu Chen is just an average guy in terms of his looks. Neither the most handsome man nor a bad-looking man. So he gets suspicious as to why is his sister going out with an average young man like Wu Chen, who is in his early 20s, whereas her taste is clearly in men older than her age. Li Ruotai gets concerned for her sister, thinking that maybe Wu Chen is deceiving his sister and wants to use her by making her fall in love. As, according to him, love can sometimes make people completely blind and make them so crazy that then think nothing except love. Li Ruotai, being concerned, is now desperate to save his sister from the young man Wu Chen. So he questions them on when did the two of them meet. Wu Chen replies that they both met 3 months ago when his sister was recruiting interns at a university, which amazes Li Ruobing, as even though she did recruit interns at a university, she wonders as to how does Wu Chen know about it. Li Ruotai tries to bring some sense into his sister's mind, telling that she has only known Wu Chen for only 3 months and reasons that in such a short amount of time how she could know everything about Wu Chen to make him her boyfriend. Li Ruotai now questions Wu Chen about his men informing him about Wu Chen being with another girl in the Lotus Bar the day before. Li Ruobing is shocked that Wu Chen was with another girl, but Wu Chen clarifies it to clear any misunderstand that the woman he was in the club the previous night was Mu Qian, who is the daughter of Mu Sihai, and they are the owners of the East China Mu Biomedical Group. Wu Chen says that Li Ruotai should in fact thank him, as if he had not intervened and saved the girl last night in the club from Lu Huzai and his men for trying to bully and harass her. The girl would have become a huge problem for everyone that no one, including Li Ruotai, could stop. We get to know that the East China Mu Group is the leading biomedical group in the region, and Mu Sihai, the girl's father, is worth billions of dollars, who is also the deputy to the National People's Congress with a lot of contacts within the party. Wu Chen tells him that if in case they had a war against the Mu Group, even if the Li family won, they still would have to pay a huge price at the event. Li Ruotai realizes the grave danger he was saved from, thanks Wu Chen for the help. Li Ruobing is impressed with Wu Chen, as he could subdue her brother, who is a person who is not even afraid of anyone, with just a few words. She then stops the matter and tells them that she came for something important to discuss with them. She tells Li Ruotai that someone from the higher up wants to move the Crown Club's control from the Li family, which makes everyone present in the room shocked at what she said. Li Ruotai himself is very shocked at this revelation and tries to deny it, telling her that he himself had taken care of everything in that matter and he would have known about the matter the very instant if it was the case. Wu Chen corrects him, stating that he should not have blackmailed the people with the video he had taken and should have cut all his business relations with Xie Hu a long time ago. Li Ruobing is very furious on her brother, as even after advising him multiple times that Xie Hu is not a good person, he is still in touch with Xie Hu and is working with him. Li Ruotai tries to calm his sister and tells her that he could explain everything to her, but Wu Chen tells him that his sister Li Ruobing is correct in this regard, as Xie Hu is not a good person and that Xie Hu has sold him out this time to the higher authorities. He tells that Xie Hu will put all the blame onto Li Ruotai and frame him, stating it as Li Ruotai's idea. Li Ruotai is startled, as even his sister is unaware of his business with Xie Hu and demands Wu Chen to tell him about who told him about his business with Xie Hu. Wu Chen shrugs it off and tells that he is only there for his sister Li Ruobing and not for him, so he doesn't have to clarify about anything to him, and he will only help him because he is Li Ruobing's brother, and if something happens to her brother, she will get very sad. Li Ruotai gets very angry over Wu Chen's statements and threatens that Wu Chen won't be able to walk out alive of the club if he doesn't explain him about how he knew about Xiehu and his business. Li Ruobing tries to calm down her brother, but Li Ruotai tells her that he doesn't care if Wu Chen lied to her, but he won't believe in any of Wu Chen's words as he seems like a liar who cannot even speak his words clearly. Wu Chen starts to explain that only a few people in China know about the matter. It is only 4 months ago that a person who was parachuted into the East China Sea Police Department named Liao Bo came across to handle the Crown Entertainment case. Some investigators have disguised themselves as guests to go undercover while other investigators lurked into the clubhouse and so have collected a lot of evidences against them. He then writes some names on a piece of paper informing Ruotai that it is the list of all the undercover agents regarding the case and hands it over to him. Li Ruotai reads the names and immediately orders his men to buckle up and investigate all the men present in the list, and he also warns Wu Chen that it will be Wu Chen's fault if the names in the list he gave are wrong. Wu Chen calmly goes and sits down at the sofa demanding Li Ruotai of the amount of money they are willing to spend to know the entire information regarding the matter. A little later we see Li Ruotai checking a camera in his hand where he is seen very frustrated as he orders his men to capture all the people in the list at that very moment. Li Ruotai is in utter disbelief and he cannot digest the fact that there are so many spies in his club. Wu Chen cautions them as the spies cannot be captured and that even if one of the spies goes missing, the cops will start acting up as the cops have collected enough evidence against the casino-related things, and so Li Ruotai asks Wu Chen for a solution in this regard. Wu Chen asks him whether he wants to proceed the old way looking for getting jailed or whether he wants to get out of the mess safely. Upon further insisting by Li Rulong, Wu Chen tells him not to send any of his men anywhere and also apologize to him so that he can fix up everything for him. Wu Chen thinks that maybe he should show some respect to Li Ruotai as now he has become the part of their family. Li Ruobing tells Wu Chen to help her brother as they are a family. Wu Chen tells that her brother doesn't consider him as his family. Li Ruotai has no other option. So, he accepts it, saying that Wu Chen sees him in the wrong way and as he sees Wu Chen as a part of his own family. Wu Chen giggles out and we see Li Ruotai apologizing to Wu Chen, saying that he thought that Wu Chen was cheating his sister and so was a bit hesitant. Wu Chen tells that he isn't cheating on his sister and tells that just for the sake of his sister, he is going to give him an idea. Wu Chen tells, firstly, Li Ruotai has to kill Xiehu as Xu who knows a lot of things and their plan can get ruined if he speaks up. He tells Xiehu often goes to villa number 17 in the Lotus Pond Manor to do Drew-S with his mistress. So, if Xiehu dies of an overdose, Li Ruotai won't be suspected of Xiehu's death. Li Ruobing is all cheered up and mentions it as a great idea. Wu Chen continues with the second step, which is to destroy the evidence which is in Liao Bio's hand. For which he just has to get the evidence and destroy it. Ruotai tells he will get Liao Bio, and Wu Chen asks is whether he's crazy because Liao Bio is too big of a person to be taken down. He explains that in a locality called Willow Street, in the 2nd Avenue's Unit 3, there is room number 501. Within that room, under the master bedroom closet is a hidden safe. The password to the safe is 571,564 and the evidence is inside that safe. He further tells that since the investigation was a top-secret mission, they have only one main file in order to prevent leaks. So, if they destroy that evidence, they will be good to go. Ruotai is started at such a detailed information that too with the password to the safe. Wu Chen mentions the third step to tell the head of the family about this matter and most importantly, his business with Xiehu with utmost clarity as they are talking about the Wei family now. We get to know that Li family and the Wei family had been hostile for many years with both sides being in a full-scale war for once. This also led many people from both the sides to get prisoned. This is also the reason why the Li family wanted to get Li Ruobing to get married into the Ding family in order to join forces with them as the Wei family has an upper hand over the Li family. He tells them to let the Wei family seize the opportunity as they would take advantage to fight with the Li family and to overcome the troubles the head of the family must know about it. Ruotai unwillingly accepts to Wu Chen, but Wu Chen isn't finished yet and continues his final move. He tells to set fire to the Crown Club. A little fire that can make it to the news so that he can justify shutting down the club for redecorating without getting suspected. Wu Chen guarantees that Li Ruotai will be safe if he does all the 4 things he mentioned. Li Ruobing grabs her brother's ears and asks him whether he understood what her boyfriend said or not. Li Ruotai tells her to stop as he has understood everything and will do what Wu Chen said to him. Suddenly, Li Ruotai's phone rings, and upon attending the call, he is shocked as his dealer has lost over 2 billion to a customer in the casino. Li Ruotai tries to take a leave from Wu Chen and his sister to go to the casino urgently, but Wu Chen questions him whether it is Shen Gongjin who is the owner of the Fusheng Aluminum. We then see Wu Chen telling about Shen Gongjin that Shen had arrived in the East China Sea the day before and had purposely cleared all the gambling experts from the city of Macau so that he could take revenge of his previous shame. He tells that they are screwed as status doesn't matter in the casino since Ruotai's and Xiehu's business relied on people to cheat people in the gambling game. The casino works like that, on letting people win at first and latter make the player lose everything. Shen Guangjin had also lost several hundred millions in the casino, leading financial trouble in his company. So, in order to solve the issue, he raised money from other people and got to know that other people had also lost a lot of money like him. So, he went to the Wei family for the help, and when Wei family did their investigation, they found out the secretly filmed tape, and the Wei family seized the opportunity with others to bring down the Li family. Wu Chen informs that under normal conditions, Shen would have not dared to challenge them by bringing a gambling expert to the casino, but he isn't afraid as he knows that Li Ruotai is finished with the issues he is facing. Li Ruotai is furious on Shen Guangjin, threatening to take revenge on him sooner or later. We are then shown Shen and his expert playing at a table, and they again defeat a player in the game. Shen seems to be enjoying the game and getting richer at the same time. Ruotai and team arrives congratulating Shen on having a good hand during the games. Shen tauntingly asks that Mr. Li won't mind since he has won a lot of money today, but Ruotai shrugs it off, labeling it as very little money and he can afford to lose that. Shen mockingly tries to tell Ruotai that the experts in the Crown Club couldn't win against him, and it seems that he has brought a little talent under him to defeat him. Chen denies it and asks whether he would like to play a few games with him as well. Shen laughs it off, mentioning whether Mr. Li is trying to be modest by sending a youngster to play against him in the game. He adds, saying how embarrassing it is for the Li family to keep going on even after losing 200 million against him. Ruotai asks Li Ruobing whether Wu Chen is skilled in gambling as well, but she denies knowing about his skills. We get to know that gambling masters are good at guessing the psychology of their opponents through minimal expressions and their movements. It requires a great amount of experience in the game which young people cannot possess. Shen's expert feels that he can accurately guess Wu Chen's card by just looking at his expressions. Ruobing tries to confirm from Wu Chen if he wishes to gamble, and Wu Chen without any hesitation tells her that he can defeat any casino in the world. The game begins and we see Shen's expert noticing Wu Chen not looking at the concealed cards. Wu Chen bets for 500,000 and the expert seems to call the same. We see this happening through multiple rounds, and we see Wu Chen winning the rounds. Ruotai takes no time mocking back Shen, for the expert he hired seems to be running out of his luck. Shen is trying praise Li as he tries to lure Li into his trap. It is seen that Shen and his expert intentionally lose a few games in the beginning to observe the opponent's habit and analyze their opponent's way of thinking, and then incentivize them, finally taking it all back from the opponent. Shen knows that since Li Ruotai has lost more than 200 million already, they will not refuse to continue playing to recover their losses, and they will certainly add more chips from the casino side to Wu Chen to win the game. It is round 30 now, and the dealer requests to place their bets, and Wu Chen goes for 1 million this time without looking at his cards. Wu Chen goes in for another million, and the expert goes all in since he thinks that Wu Chen has a very bad hand and he has a pair of kings. It's almost a win for the expert. Ruotai sees that Wu Chen has a better probability to win but is unsure since the final card is not yet revealed. Wu Chen goes all in, but the expert wishes to add another 100 million as there is very little money on the table. Wu Chen, being confident, raises it to 200 million instead. Ruotai hints the employees to bring the chips to the table and Wu Chen raises the bet by 100 million. The expert observes that Wu Chen's finger position seems that the card is a very important one. Therefore, that card can be an ace which can make the expert lose. So, he folds his bet, trying to mock Wu Chen for not listening to his advice. Ruobing tries to guess whether it is an ace, but Wu Chen denies it, revealing it as the two of hearts. The expert is very furious as Wu Chen had tricked him, but Wu Chen denies it, saying the expert didn't keep up with the bet. The expert has grasped another one of Wu Chen's tactics in the meanwhile, and we see round 31 in play. The expert's bottom card is a 9 of diamond, and since both their hands have the same value of cards, unless Wu Chen's bottom card is a 9 of spades, there is not way Wu Chen could beat the expert. But, since the probability of all 4 nines coming out in one game is very low and Wu Chen doesn't often looks at his bottom card, the expert seems very confident in winning the round. He proposes it to be the round to determine the winner and bets 200 million, going all in. Wu Chen seems unmoved and bets the same. We see everyone getting tensed over the table due to the sheer amount of the bet on the table. Li Ruobing questions whether going all in for 200 million is a bit risky, and her brother consoles her, saying that since Wu Chen has been lucky so far, he sees no problem at the moment. The expert also goes all in and advises Wu Chen that the most important thing while gambling is to not lose his mind. Because if he cannot control his mind, he won't be able to go too far. He confidently plays his card and mocking asks whether Wu Chen considers himself as the god of gambling, that he bets without even looking at the hidden cards properly. With this, he joyfully tries to claim that the 200 million is now his. Everyone is shocked as they think the game is now over since the expert has the guaranteed win. Shen teases Li that they won't mind losing such a small amount since they are a very big family, since Li had mentioned it earlier when he met Shen. Li could only accept this without replying, but Wu Chen taunts as to if they are all done and to see the final card in his hand for themselves. The expert is all tensed up, and as he snatches the card from Wu Chen's hand, he is terrified at seeing the 9 of spade as Wu Chen has now won the bet. He tells since it is impossible to read the cards. He asks as to when did he read the cards? Wu Chen asks whether they really thought that Wu Chen didn't look at the cards and explains that he had been checking his cards every time since the first game. He looked at the cards without their notice. He tells that the expert is a good player but just too egoistic, that he thinks that really figure out his opponent by just playing a few hands, just like how he tried with Wu Chen, and whether his flaw was really a flaw and whether his moves were habitual, that even for a split second he didn't think that Wu Chen could be trying to fool him. He reveals that he had been controlling the entire game since the beginning, in which the expert fell as a prey. Ruotai exerts pressure on Shen, telling him that Shen must be in big trouble since all the money he used were borrowed from others. Shen couldn't believe the situation and orders the expert to walk outside to talk. Wu Chen interrupts them, questioning them as to where they are going. Shen asks Li whether this is how they treat guests and whether they are not allowed to leave the club after losing. Ruotai asks Wu Chen for a reason, but Wu Chen instead requests for a knife to explain everything to them. Wen moves with the knife towards the expert, grabbing the expert's playing hand, and just then the ace of black card falls from within the sleeve of his shirt. He tells the expert that Wu Chen had already noticed that the expert had hid a card up his sleeves when he requested for a card check before the 15th game, and he didn't want to expose him then because he hadn't want then. Ruotai is furious on the expert as he dared to cheat in front of him and asks Shen for an explanation. Before the expert could speak, Wu Chen pins the expert on the table with force and stabs his playing hand with the knife, mentioning him to suffer the consequences of his actions. The expert is seen in immense pain holding his wounded hand, but Wu Chen is unmoved and asks Shen about it. Shen says that he didn't order the expert to cheat and tells the incident has nothing to do with him. Wu Chen informs that he will head out to take some rest and cautions Ruotai to not take any step within the clubhouse. Li Ruobing is very happy as she asks how Wu Chen feels after stabbing the expert's hand. Wu Chen denies liking it, stating that it will feel the pain as when one stabbing their own hand. Li Ruobing thinks of what a monster Wu Chen is, that even after stabbing someone, he is still so calm, and whether he could even kill someone if that were to be the case. We see Wu Chen and Li Ruobing traveling in a car where Miss Li is praising Wu Chen for being so good in cards. But Wu Chen, being Wu Chen, reminds her not to forget to pay him money. Wu Chen observes something and looks outside the car window. When Ruobing asks, he tells her that a car is following them. Soon, she is informed the same by her driver. Li Ruobing tells the driver to get rid of the followers, as it must be Ding Rulong's men who sends people to follow her everywhere. Wu Chen knows that it wasn't Ding Rulong and their target was not her but Wu Chen himself. He lays his hand onto hers and comforts her by telling that she need not worry, as he would take care of everything. Miss Li thinks that Wu Chen is using this as an opportunity to hit on her, but also is impressed as it was a very good move as well. She tells him maybe Wu Chen is hungry and she would give him something good for his help during the day. We see them sitting in a restaurant checking out the menu, whereas Wu Chen is concerned that people might think of him as their competitor, but she denies, telling she wants others to know more about him. We see a gentleman greeting Miss Li, who is Mr. Han Deli, the chairman of the Longcheng Innovation Group. She tells him that she is there to eat with her boyfriend, as her boyfriend wanted to eat Cantonese food and so she brought him here. Mr. Han introduces himself to Wu Chen and compliments him, saying that he is a good-looking man, so is the perfect match for Miss Li. Wu Chen thanks him for his compliments, and Mr. Han apologizes to interrupt their date, taking a quick leave, informing that his client has arrived. Ruobing tells that Han Deli is a nice guy and like to make new friends. In addition to it, he is an officer of the East China Sea Chamber of Commerce, but Wu Chen tells her he doesn't need her instructions as he knows him better than her. He tells that it seems many people do not want to be friends with her, and she confirms it because she has a lot of rivals, especially women who envy her a lot. We see a girl who accidentally meets Ruobing in the restaurant and questions her about when did she start to have a boyfriend. She is Liu Keishu, formerly known as Liu Lijuan. She is 32 years old and is from the Lijuan village from the Irma County in Donghai City. She is married since 7 years with Lu Ganian, who is the chairman of the Danghai Julie Group, and even has a son since then. With the help of her husband, she set up her own business, Yongshu Fashion Company, and is a competitor to Li Ruobing's company. Liu Keishu mocks Li Ruobing that since she is 27 years old, the young man in the 20s with whom she seems like an old cow eating a young grass. Ruobing tries to defuse the situation by considering it as a joke and tells her to stop with her act. Liu Keishu asks whether she still cares to what other people say, and Ruobing gets very angry, telling her to stop, and was going to just throw her coffee, but Wu Chen stopped her by grabbing her hand, telling to chill for a moment as he will solve it for her. He walks near to the women and tries to analyze her, making faces. The girl is irritated and asks as to why is he looking her like that. Wu Chen tells her that it's nothing, but Tati has seen her before somewhere. Wu Chen tells that he remembers it, asking her whether she worked in a nightclub before. Liu Keishu is very furious and slams the table with her right hand. In complete anger, she emphasizes the word nightclub and tries to belittle Wu Chen, saying his whole family would have worked in nightclubs. She asks how dare Wu Chen slander her by referring her to working at a nightclub, and does he know who she is. Wu Chen mocks her, asking whether she is accusing him of slandering her and whether she knows that her past cannot be erased by putting on a facelift. Liu Keishu is taken aback by how Wu Chen knows about her been worked in nightclubs, and also that she had plastic surgery, as it was 10 years ago and no one should be knowing about it. Li Ruobing enters the chat and praises Wu Chen for even having such in-depth information about her, and that his intelligence network is better than what she had thought about. Wu Chen tells her that it is too early to admire him, as the best part is yet to come. We see Lu Ganian, who is the chairman of the Donghai Julie Group and the vice president of the Donghai Chamber, walking towards them and asking Keishu about the matter. She hurriedly walks towards her husband and tells him that Wu Chen has insulted her and said her that she worked in a nightclub. She asks him to take revenge on Wu Chen for insulting her. Lu Ganyan asks Li Ruobing about who is the guy with her. Ruobing tells her that he is her boyfriend named Wu Chen. Ganyan tells Wu Chen that since Ganyan is a respected person in Donghai and since he has humiliated his wife, it is equal to slapping Ganyan's face, and so the matter cannot be solved with just a few words. Wu Chen tells him that there is someone who can solve the matter for him. Lu Ganyan questions him whether he thinks that Ganyan won't do anything just because he is with Li Ruobing. Wu Chen tells that he is not talking about Li Ruobing but is talking about Ma Huafang. Lu Ganyan is completely terrified hearing the name from Wu Chen and asks him if he knows her. Li Ruobing wonders as to what's with Ganyan's terrified reaction to Wu Chen's reply. In the meanwhile, Wu Chen requests Mr. Lu to have a small talk with him for a minute in a corner. Mr. Lu accompanies Wu Chen and Wu Chen tells him that he has 2 stories to tell to him. He tells that the main character of the first story is her wife. It is that 10 years ago, she was encouraged by her then-husband to enter a nightclub to make quick money for herself. During this time, she met a very wealthy customer in the nightclub. The customer had started a demolition business, and when the person was young, he had a dispute with someone. When the person was released from the hospital, he got to know that it will be difficult for him to have children in the future. The person wasn't able to have children since then, and even vitro fertilization was unsuccessful in his case. The doctor had said about this when the person was drunk, and when Lu Lijuen got to know about it, she started with her evil plan. She got her facelift and changed her name to Lu Keishu, and with the help of her then-husband, she became the person's wife. 3 months later, she got pregnant, and a baby boy was successfully born. Of course, it wasn't the client's child but the child of Lu Keishu and her then-husband. She knew that Ganyan could ask for the paternity test, so she bribed a hefty amount to the doctor to lie about it. Wu Chen tells Mr. Lu that even Mr. Lu would have known that the child does not look like him and that he is just trying to deny the reality because he is eager to have a child. The final part of their plan was to get him to die in an accident and inherit the billions of dollars he had in his possessions. Lu Ganyan is surprised but denies that he cannot believe the mere words that Wu Chen spoke. Wu Chen tells that his wife's cousin is in his company and that the cousin is her concubine in reality. He warns Mr. Lu that the 2 of them together are still cheating on him. He explains that Lu Keishu went out with her lover the day before in the afternoon to have an affair. She deliberately took the stairs to avoid the people. He hints to Mr. Lu to check the surveillance cameras to check it himself. Or, he can ask his wife about it, but, to know the truth, he would have to swindle about the matter a bit. Mr. Lu goes towards his wife and asks whether she was with her cousin at the office the day before or not. She replies affirmatively and tells that she was in the office until the end of the day. Mr. Lu tells that his cousin told him that they both went outside to talk to a client and were not in the office. Lu Keishu says that maybe her cousin said it by mistake. Mr. Lu instead tells her that he should rather call her cousin to know about it instead. But, Lu Keishu hurriedly stops Mr. Lu from calling her cousin and tells that she remembers that they did go out in the afternoon to talk to a client, but they came back around 2 or 3 and were there in the office the rest of the day discussing about the promotions. She questions why is he asking her such questions all of a sudden while the young boy is scolding her and whether he loves her and his son or not. Lu Ganyan is angry at her and slaps her on her cheeks, telling her to shut up as he has discovered the scandal between her and her cousin. Lu Ganyan is in a rage as he orders Lu Keishu to leave immediately as he will talk to her later. He apologizes to Wu Chen and Ruobing about the incident, and Wu Chen and Li Ruobing both assure Mr. Lu that they won't tell anyone about the matter. Mr. Lu tells that he just wanted to have a child and didn't know that he would be used like that for it. Mr. Lu seems to have lost all hope as he accepts his fate of being unable to have a child, but Wu Chen denies it, informing him that Mr. Lu has a very good son. Mr. Lu is shocked on hearing about it as Wu Chen tells Mr. Lu that he still has the second story left. There was a couple who were childhood friends and one day they fell in love with each other. Both of them thought that now they can spend their lives together living happily. The man soon became wealthy and because of that eventually cheated on her partner. He ran away with his new lover with all his money, unknown to the fact that his wife was pregnant. His ex-wife later gave birth to a boy, and she even had to cut off from her parents from getting ashamed of having a child from their relationship. The woman was treated like an untouchable, but she still raised her child facing all the difficulties on her own. It is out of her hatred that she told her child that his father is dead. Her son has a successful career and started his own family of 4, living happily. Wu Chen tells that he can indeed have children and also has a granddaughter. Mr. Liu is delighted and wants to know the name of his son, and Wu Chen tells him that his son is named Ma Jiawei after his mother's name. Mr. Liu is concerned as his wife didn't marry any other women and gets to know that his wife doesn't trust men anymore after what happened to her. Wu Chen tells that she lives in Donghai and must have come to know that he became rich. But she never looked at him because it hurts her too much to see him. We see Wu Chen getting something out of his shirt pocket, and he brings out a piece of paper informing that his wife's address is in the paper, and it is all upon Mr. Liu to find out whether she has forgiven him or not. Mr. Liu gladly accepts the paper and tells Wu Chen that if he can get back with his wife, he will owe a favor to Wu Chen. Ruobing is impressed as she tells that Mr. Liu now owes him a favor, and he replies stating that it's a good thing as Mr. Liu can be useful in the future. We are then seeing Wu Chen leaving the car at night, telling Ruobing that he will see her the next day. But she calls out to Wu Chen to come back to her as she has something to tell him. Wu Chen goes to the car window and asks about it as she grabs his shirt, pulling him over for a kiss. She tells him that Ding Rulong likes to send over people to spy on her, so she wants to bully them. Wu Chen, being a Sigma, leaving everything aside, asks whether it is her first kiss as he tells her that her technique is very brutish, making his mouth hurt, and leaves shortly after. We are then shown an apartment during the night where 2 women are talking to each other. These 2 girls are Lily and Mu Qian Qian, the girl at the bar. She tells her friend Lily that she is hungry and they should go eat something, but her friend denies, telling her that they need to wait for the young boy she met. Mu Qian Qian tells her friend that she wanted to do what she did that day, which makes her friend furious at her as she got brainwashed by a young man and she can't let that guy off so easily. Mu Qian Qian asks whether it was she who told about her to Wu Chen and how did he know so much about her. Her friend is very furious, letting her know that she didn't tell anything to Wu Chen and that the most important thing right now is to beat up that pervert. Mu Qian Qian regrets asking about Wu Chen from her friend as she just wanted to know about Wu Chen and didn't expect her friend's reaction to being like this. We then see Wu Chen entering the corridor where Mu Qian Qian and her friend are talking. Mu Qian Qian tells her friend that he is Wu Chen, and Wu Chen tells them that he is there. Her friend Lily boldly asks Wu Chen, how could he cheat on Mu Qian Qian and that he is a horrible person? Wu Chen in return asks how come she has so much courage to come at him so boldly if she knew Wu Chen was such a bad guy. As he goes into his pocket trying to get something, her friend gets cautious and warns Wu Chen to stay away. But Wu Chen just pulls out his door keys and tells that he has to open his door. Lily is agitated as Wu Chen ignored her and she was just going to tase Wu Chen, but Wu Chen calls out to her not to attempt anything on him. While opening his door, he tells her that Hu Xiaowei is cheating on her. He tells that when Hu Xiaowei went back to Donghai 4 days ago, he first went to see his lover who lives in Unit 201 on 19th Fujian Road, and after that went to KVT with his friends for a few days. Since he ran out of money yesterday, he came back to her. Lily questions as to whether it is true, trying to show she does not believe it. Wu Chen tells her to check it herself by calling him and trying to get the information by other means. Lily, being arrogant, tells that she knows men better than him and she will call her boyfriend immediately and prove him wrong. Lily calls her boyfriend and asks about his whereabouts, telling him that there is $10,000 in his room drawer. He tells her that he is home, and when he gets to know of the money, he tells her that he is unaware of the money and will about it in half an hour to her. Lily rushes in anger as she now knows that her boyfriend is cheating upon her as he is not back home and she will beat him to death. Mu Qian Qian tells her to wait for her as she also wants to join her, but Wu Chen grabs Mu Qian Qian by her waist and lifts her with both his hands and asks her that since she is here, doesn't she want to come into the house? Mu Qian Qian asks Wu Chen, why did he pick her up, and Wu Chen goes smoothly telling a princess shouldn't get tired, referring to her. She yells at him to put her down as she can walk by herself, but Wu Chen continues to walk, lifting her as she continuously yells at him to put her down. Yeah, boy. The scene shifts to the next day morning, where we see Wu Chen getting up and sitting on his bed and taking a quick stretch, noticing Yu Qian still sleeping on the bed. He asks why is she still sleeping as it is morning. She shouts at him, telling him that she didn't get enough sleep because of him and she needs to have her beauty sleep. A paper ball flies over to her side, thrown by Wu Chen, who tells her that it is his phone number. She can call him if she wants to meet him and doesn't have to just wait outside the house for him to return. She is happy and tells him that it's all the same that is waiting for him to return. We see a masked man in a car following Wu Chen as he gets out of the apartment. Wu Chen notices the guy and then calls someone using his phone. He asks the person on the phone whether he sent someone to follow him for the day and whether he is still not done. He tells that he is going for training and to visit him on the training grounds to find him. Sometime later we see Wu Chen training. He had mastered the fighting techniques in the past 1,000 years, but his physical fitness isn't good enough and he has to train even more as he has offended Ding Rulong and doesn't know what kind of troubles he will face in the future. We see Wang Juanyuan, who is Li Ruotai's right-hand man, coming up to visit Wu Chen. Wu Chen notices Wang coming up to visit him. We get to know that before, Wang was just a second rate. But because he and Li Tai climbed the ranks of connections, he gained power and was able to expand his influence. In just a few years, Wang became one of the 4 bosses and the youngest to become one. The 4 bosses control 90% of the entertainment industry in the East China Sea and are even involved in businesses such as quarry and logistics. Wang nervously tells Wu Chen that he has something to explain to him and that Wu Chen misunderstood him. The person he sent to follow him was to ensure their safety and not for ill intention. Wu Chen tells that Li Ruotai probably doesn't know about Wang sending men to follow him in Ruobing. And since Ruotai is very protective of his sister, if he gets to know about Wang following them, Wang will get screwed. Wang is sweating heavily, unable to gulp down, realizing what Wu Chen meant. Wu Chen comforts him, telling him to relax, and if he really wanted to tell Ruotai about Wang, he would have done have not called Wang. Wang asks Wu Chen what he wants in return. Wu Chen calmly tells that he wants to be friends with him, since he has a lot of subordinates. So, if he is short on manpower, he will ask for his help. Wang is relieved and assures him that he would definitely help him, and Wu Chen doesn't have to hesitate to ask for help in the future. Wu Chen thinks that even though he has a lot of information, since he is short on manpower, things will get a lot easier now with Wang's help. Wu Chen gets a phone call from Li Ruobing. When Wu Chen answers the phone, she asks him to come to her quickly as something has happened in the company. Wang hands over his car keys to Wu Chen, informing him that he has extra pair of clothes as well to change. And if Wu Chen doesn't mind, he would give this as an apology and Wu Chen can use it as his transport in the future. Wu Chen accepts it happily, saying it since Wang doesn't mind giving the car to him. We are shown the office, where everyone is worried, trying to contact every other person. Wu Chen enters Ruobing's office, where she is talking over the phone asking for someone's health and whether that person can attend the press conference or not, and then hangs up after confirming the situation. Wu Chen asks her about the matter and whether something happened. Ruobing informs that their product spokesman, who is a new generation female singer, Dang Zunya, has met with a car accident. Wu Chen tells that he helped her yesterday find the traitor, and since Ding Rulong found out that they could not steal the information, it seems that they got Miss Dang into an accident so that she could not speak for the new product of the symphony fashion, and this obviously is not a coincidence. Ruobing is sad that Ding Rulong did such a thing, and he even violated the rules of their bed and even used his family's influence. Wu Chen, on the other hand, asks whether she wants him to help her find a new spokesperson. She asks that she does need a spokesperson and whether did he find someone for the job. Wu Chen asks whether a national first-class movie star with the Golden Horse Award, the Golden Image Award, and the Golden Rooster 100 Flowers Film Prize, Tao Manying, qualified for the position. Ruobing mocks him, saying that such a popular movie star would never even meet them, let alone be their product spokesperson. She knows that he is trying to help, but he shouldn't bluff her like this. Wu Chen places a bet on the same since she doesn't believe him. a bet whether he can get Tao Manying to show up in their office tomorrow morning to sign a contract with them. We get to know that Tao Manying is a popular first-class actress who was also the first one to enter the ranks of international film stars by sweeping the awards of every major film festival with her major production, The Sword in Autumn Water. She has been receiving many endorsements since then, becoming one of the highest-paid actresses in China. Ruobing questions him whether he is saying that he would sign a contract with Tao Manying the next morning and whether he is joking, as she is now filming abroad and has multiple makeup endorsements to do, so it isn't possible. Wu Chen is adamant, telling her to bet on if she doesn't believe him, and she readily accepts to make him leave her alone. Wu Chen wants to tell that if he fails to get the contract signed by the next morning, he would pay her $20 million. But, if he wins, $20 million will be very less for the endorsement he will get her, and she can't be jealous if he wins. Ruobing wants to know why would she be jealous, as they are just pretending to be a couple and she is not in love with him. She tells him to find whoever he likes, as she has no right or interest in interfering in his life. Wu Chen seals the deal for the bet, going to take a leave, but then tells her to put $20 million in his account, hinting that he has already won, making Li Ruobing very irritated. Wu Chen comes out of the office calling someone and asking for a favor. We see Wu Chen and Wang walking into a gaming cafe. Wang informs him that all of the men are his brothers who are good at gaming and asks what he wishes to do. Wu Chen tells everyone to turn on their PCs and play the legendary City Lords, mentioning a specific version. He instructs him to get all the players registered and go to the third area that opened at 5 o'clock the day before yesterday and use a specific name. We see a panel asking for the name, then he tells everyone to wait in the new player area and recharges his ID with $10 million. He recharges it to build a clan waiting for someone to arrive. 4 hours later, we see them playing the same game. The players are all hyped up as they have never played with an account with hundreds of thousands of credits in their game ID. They have defeated multiple monsters and cleared multiple levels. Wang tells that their clan has suppressed the biggest clan in the server and now has become the biggest clan, which has cost them more than $8 million for the levels and equipment. Wu Chen tells him that there are no more casual players on the server and other small clans have quit the game, and all that remains on the server is the Dragon Slaughter clan. He tells Wang that it is time to activate the second step of his plan. We see a message popping up informing every player that the King of Hegemon has started the battle against the Dragon Slaughter, telling everyone to gather at the main city square. We see everyone fighting in the main city square. Wu Chen tells them to gather at the Chiku Square and prepare for the battle with the Dragon Clan. Another person from the Dragon Clan compliments Wu Chen for making so much fortune in the game, telling that maybe Wu Chen is a die-hard fan of the game. The person tells that it is still not clear who will win since both clans have similar power. Wu Chen, on the other hand, tells that the winner will be decided very soon, making. The person asks Wu Chen about how he plans to win, but Wu Chen denies it, stating that the Dragon Clan will win, making the person shocked. Wu Chen orders everyone from his clan to listen to his order and remove their equipment and get off the game. We see everyone getting off the game, which makes the person shocked as he begs like a little kid to Wu Chen to play more with his clan, as it is very difficult for them to find an opponent like Wu Chen. He tells that Wu Chen has spent $9 million in the game, and if he quits right now, he would not be able to become the boss of the server. Seems like Wu Chen was waiting for this exact moment, as his plan succeeded. He tells that he has to go to work since his wife's company is in trouble, as the product spokesperson they had agreed on had met with an accident. So, he has to help her find a new spokesperson. The person cheerfully tells Wu Chen that it's a very small task and he can get as many actresses as he wants since multiple actresses work under him. He tells that he is not bragging about it, but he can also call upon Tao Manying with just one phone call. Wu Chen tells the person that he has some work to do, so will take a leave as he has to go to East China for a company trip and so he cannot play at the moment. The person is surprised as Wu Chen is also from East China. But Wu Chen takes a leave even when the person tells him to wait for a second. As Wu Chen gets up to leave the gaming cafe, he gets a text from the same player on his phone stating that he got Wu Chen's number by bribing the owner of the private server. He asks Wu Chen to join him at play when he is finished with his business and asks Wu Chen that since they both are in East China, where do they meet? Wu Chen knew about that person and this is all he planned to lure that person for getting the actress to work for him. Wu Chen replies that the person can decide where to meet as he is in a hurry at the moment. Wu Chen praises the other gamers and relives them of their duties for the day as he receives that the person would be waiting for Wu Chen at the Qingyuan building in the Zhongcheng district. Sometime later, we see the Qingyuan building where they both get introduced via their in-game name. The other player is the second son of the Lei family of the Hongfa industry named Lei Cheng, who is 42 years old. He introduces himself as Wu Chen to Lei Cheng. Lei Cheng asks him as to whether he knows anything about him and Wu Chen butters him well. Cheng hooks onto the word reputation as Wu Chen mentioned it in his praises and demands Wu Chen to reveal his family name. Wu Chen tries to calm down the situation, telling that Cheng shouldn't be afraid as he is not there to harm him. The Hongfa Lei family is a top 10 industrial company in the nation as their total assets exceed $60 billion. Lei Zhengui is the 70-year-old chairman in the semi-retired state and the main person in charge is Yu Leiyu. Any major family that comes in contact with Lei Cheng is considered a traitor to Leiyu as Leiyu has always wanted Cheng's life to succeed. Cheng is unmoved and demands Wu Chen reveal which family he is from. Wu Chen tells him to slow down as he is not from any family and it is just fate that he was able to meet him. Cheng thinks that he will have to slowly get Wu Chen to reveal his identity and whether he is sent by Leiyu or not. But seems that he is too young for all this and maybe is a food delivery guy. Cheng wants to know about his wife's problem as Wu Chen has spent so much money on the game but still couldn't even get a spokesperson. Wu Chen tells Cheng not to tease him as he never thought that people would get his spokesperson into an accident. Cheng asks whether this is the reason why he blew so much money in a game to kill people and vent anger on them in the game. Cheng tells Wu Chen not to worry as he swears to help him find a spokesperson and asks about Wu Chen's wife's business. Wu Chen replies that they make cosmetics and it's called Symphony Fashion. Chen tells that so he is Li Ruobing's man and laughs out, telling that he should have said about it if he was from the Li family and he thought that Wu Chen was from some other family since he was trying to hide it. Wu Chen clears it, telling that he is not considered to be with the Li family as even Sheng would be knowing about Ruobing's relationship with her family. Wu Chen suddenly gets a call from Ruobing and when he answers his phone, Ruobing questions him whether he took $10 million to spend on games. Wu Chen tells her that he cannot explain it to her at the moment and tells her that they can increase the bet if she wants and that whoever loses will have to kneel and apologize to the winner. Ruobing tells him that he is just trying to delay the outcome of the bet. Cheng is surprised as to how Wu Chen is talking to Ruobing and asks about it as he is terrified at the outcome of the event of Li Ruobing kneeling to Wu Chen and wonders who Wu Chen is. Wu Chen tries to snug it off, labeling it as couple things and Ruobing being a bit temperamental, and they had a bet which has now gotten even bigger. Cheng understands the matter as he invites Wu Chen to drink some tea, wanting to know about the bet if he doesn't mind telling. Wu Chen tells that someone is trying to mess with his wife's company and he wanted to help her, but Ruobing denies it every time, being protective of him from Ding Rulong. Cheng understands that Ding Rulong got the spokesperson into an accident. Wu Chen adds that Ruobing is afraid that if Ding Rulong discovers about Wu Chen, he would come after Wu Chen and so she is concerned for his safety. Wu Chen tries to put up a good act by asking Cheng whether Wu Chen is a dignified man. Knowing that Ding Rulong is trying to get his wife from Wu Chen, should he act like a coward hiding somewhere? If he cannot even do something, would he even call himself a man? Cheng is taken by Wu Chen's words as he slams the table and agrees that Wu Chen is absolutely right and orders his men to replace the tea with some wine for the manly talk. He tells Wu Chen that Wu Chen is a man and he won't be a coward anymore and tells him to continue. Wu Chen had made a bet where Ruobing had given him full authority over the company's new product launch, and if the press conference goes off without a hitch, then Wu Chen wins the bet, else Ruobing will win the bet. He adds that if he loses the bet, he will have to listen to everything she says to him and will have to restrain himself and live like a small boy. After hearing everything, Cheng gets excited and tells that he can easily help him in this case as it's just a spokesperson. He immediately calls someone and we see a girl's phone ringing. She picks up her phone and greets him as her father. We see Cheng talking to his daughter, telling her to take a leave from her work and come back to East China as there is a very urgent work for her. He tells her that she has to do a cosmetic brand endorsement and not to be afraid of breaching any agreement as he will pay for all the contracts, and wishes her good luck ending the call. He shows the phone screen with his daughter's contact information and Wu Chen gets shocked. Deep down in Wu Chen's mind, he knows that this was the result he had planned and it went on very smoothly, even though Tao Manying's contract would be a huge amount. He wanted to tell about Lei Yu's affairs as an exchange to Cheng, but since he is a friend now who didn't even hesitate to offend Ding Rulong for standing with Wu Chen's side, he will treat him fairly. Cheng tells that they were destined to meet each other and he is just older by a few years, so he can call him Brother Sheng from now on. Wu Chen tells that it's all right and they truly were destined to meet each other. Sheng is taken aback as Wu Chen labels it as fate. Wu Chen shows his phone and asks Cheng to read the text message from the phone, and we see Cheng's finger trembling after reading the message. Wu Chen tells him to find the owner of the number and get that person. That person will tell him about the truth of his accident which happened 10 years ago and has made Cheng go into a deep mode of shock and fear. Wu Chen tells Cheng to hurry up as if he is slow in catching up with a person. The person may flee overseas as the person is Xiang Shengjin. Cheng is in deep thought as he had already informed all his men, but it seems that he has to hurry up to catch that person and let him slip away this time. We get to know that 10 years ago on the same night, a pre-planned truck crashed into Cheng's car at the junction of the road. Cheng tried to react quickly but was of no use as the car flew straight off into a valley and the car soon exploded into flames. Cheng was lucky and somehow survived the crash, but his wife died right in front of him from the deadly car crash. Cheng was in the ICU for the next 3 months, during which his agent brought him cues related to the car crash. The driver of the truck was Xiang Shengjin, who was the deputy head of the security department of the Hongfa group and also worked for Lei Yu. But, after the accident, he disappeared, and Cheng lost direct evidence and could only accept their words. For the past 10 years, Cheng pretended to be a stupid, cynical rich kid, waiting for the day when he could find Xiang Shengjin and discover the truth regarding the incident. Cheng's subordinate informs him that the identity of the person has been confirmed and the address has been found out, which makes Cheng very happy. Cheng takes a leave from Wu Chen and tells that he owes Wu Chen a favor for the information, and if he needs any help, Wu Chen can count on him, mentioning Wu Chen as his brother. It has been just 2 days in his new life and Wu Chen has 2 more brothers, namely Lu Ganian and Lei Cheng. But his work is done and he had to now go get his 20 million with a kneeling apology from Ruobing. He dials Ruobing's number in his phone, but we see that Ruobing is hanging up his calls. She texts him saying that she is in a meeting. Wu Chen tells that wasn't a meeting in the morning and that maybe she is still mad at him for spending $20 million to play a game. But he lets it all go and heads toward home. We see there is a traffic signal and the color is red, indicating vehicles to halt. Multiple cars are at a halt waiting for the signal to turn green. Wu Chen notices a fleet of luxury cars and notices another woman. This woman is Su Qingyang, the most beautiful girl in the East China Sea. She is one of the women who impressed Wu Chen the most in his previous reincarnation life, as she is very different from the inside from her outer appearance. She is also very obedient and easy to control. Wu Chen thinks that since he has a chance to meet her by chance, he thinks to flirt a bit with her. He tries to wave his hand to her, but she immediately closes her windows. This makes Wu Chen even more interested, as Wu Chen texts her saying that when he saw her in person, she was way more beautiful than her appearance on the TV. He had saying, "When will there be a bright moon?" This is a secret code which will make her surprised when she sees the text message, as it contains her secret, and she will definitely take the initiative to ask him out and negotiate. He gets a message thinking it's from her, but he sees that it is from Li Ruotai, as he requests Wu Chen to meet him for he has something to give to Wu Chen. Sometime later, we see Wu Chen and Ruotai standing in front of a lavish apartment. Ruotai tells that the house is 600 square feet with ground plus 3 floors and 1 underground floor along with a courtyard all for him. Ruotai tells that Wu Chen helped him a lot yesterday, and besides, since his sister is pregnant, she cannot go to live with him in his old house, so he gave him an early wedding present. He asks for his ID card so that he can get the papers done immediately. Wu Chen is a bit startled but doesn't speak anything. The next day morning, the 10th of July, we see a beautiful woman with a bodyguard asking about Miss Li as she has an appointment with her at the reception. She is asked for her name by the receptionist and she answers it as Tao. The receptionist checks the records but is unable to find the appointment and thinks it is strange and asks her to wait for a moment as she checks about it. We see Ruobing yelling at her employees for not being able to find a spokesperson in the first meeting room. Just like any typical boss, she asks why are they getting paid so much if they cannot even do such a small task. She gets a call from the receptionist and upon getting to know it's Tao Man Ying, she tells the receptionist to bring the girl to her office. Ruobing is shocked as no one from the company invited her and whether Wu Chen invite her. Ruobing and Miss Tao meet and have a firm handshake as Ruobing apologizes for not being able to inform the receptionist about the meeting. Miss Tao is very chill as she praises her beauty and that she and Wu Chen are really a very good couple. Ruobing asks her to have a seat and asks how does she know and meet her husband? Miss Tao tells that they do not each other but her godfather, Lei Cheng, and Wu Chen are both brothers, and her godfather, Mr. Cheng, had sent her there. Ruobing sweats getting to know about Wu Chen and Mr. Cheng being brothers. She is interrupted by Miss Tao to hurry up with the contract signing since she is in a hurry. Li Ruobing apologizes and orders her employee to quickly bring the contract for signing. They have a firm handshake exchanging greetings for starting off to work together on the project. We see Wu Chen in Ruobing's office telling her that since the contract has been signed, she should apologize to him as she has lost the bet. She asks Wu Chen about how he knew and met Lei Cheng. Wu Chen tells her that she is asking too many questions and a magician never reveals his tricks. He tells her not to change the subject of their conversation and to come and apologize to him. Ruobing takes off her jacket and then removes her brown heels. Tucking her hair back, she says that she is Li Ruobing and gets down on her knees on the floor. She says that she apologizes. Wu Chen is impressed as Li Ruobing is really kneeling down to him to apologize, and so he lends his hand accepting her apology and telling her to get up. She gets a call from Ruotai who tells her that someone is investigating her boyfriend Wu Chen as he just received the news. Li Ruobing asks about the investigators and Ruotai tells her that it is the Golden Service Group, the Su family. Ruobing asks Wu Chen about why is the Su family investigating him, but Wu Chen tells her not to get involved in the matter as it's none of her business. Ruobing questions whether Wu Chen is trying to be mysterious again and whether he is acting like this because he wants her to pay more attention to him, or is it that he has fallen in love with her. Wu Chen is provoked as he enters his Sigma mode, telling her that she is neither the most beautiful woman nor the richest in the region and that she is always arrogant and unfriendly to strangers as if she looks down upon them. He asks her where she gets that level of confidence to think he would fall in love with her. Ruobing in despise tells him that it feels like he has a lot of women who are all very stunning and beautiful and can overthrow nations. He tells her that he used to have a lot of women before but not much anymore. He tells that it is hard to say if all of them were extremely stunning and beautiful, but were definitely a lot of women who were more beautiful than her. Li Ruobing gets jealous asking about who that woman is as she is interested in knowing about it. Wu Chen tells her that he won't fall for her tricks of inquiring about his private affairs just for the sake of proving a point to her. She teases Wu Chen, telling that since he cannot tell about that woman, she doesn't believe him. But he doesn't need to be disappointed as it is not a big deal for her and he doesn't have to twist his tongue over it. Just then, Wu Chen gets a call from Su Qingyang and Wu Chen tells that here it comes. He picks up the phone and Su Qingyang asks whether she is speaking to Mr. Wu Chen and introduces herself. She asks him to meet her in person as it is very important and if they can make an appointment. Wu Chen, showing off in front of Ruobing, asks whether it is really necessary to meet in person. We see Su Qingyang telling that it is really necessary and there are certain things that are better discussed in person and to meet her at the Tang Sha's private clubhouse the next morning at 9 o'clock, and Wu Chen agrees to it. Ruobing is completely jealous, asking Wu Chen about Su Qingying and whether he is hinting that he was telling about Su Qingying being her woman. Wu Chen tells her that Su Qingying isn't his woman at the moment, but who knows, maybe she will be in a few days. Although Ruobing doesn't know Su Qingying personally, she has heard a lot about her affairs, as it is not a secret to the public. Her father focused on his business and got married late in life, and so when Su Qingying was born, her father was already old. He raised her in a way that really cultivates nobility with strict family rules and discipline. Even when she goes abroad to study, she has bodyguards arranged for her 24 hours a day just to prevent her from falling in love early. But later, when her father became ill, her father got anxious for her to get married, and the conditions for arranging a blind date became even more extreme, as she cannot marry a man too old or young, and the person's assets must not be less than $1 billion. The most important of which was that the person had to marry into the Su family. Ruobing knows that the Su family doesn't compromise on their conditions, and since Su Qingying is a well-behaved girl who listens to her family, and Wu Chen is a person who would not accept that kind of marriage with such conditions, she tells him that it's impossible for him to catch up with Su Qingying. Wu Chen asks whether she still doesn't believe him and whether she wants to make another bet, to which she agrees immediately. Wu Chen asks whether she really wants to make a bet with him and whether she isn't afraid of losing again, to which Ruobing tells that she just wants to have the bet. Wu Chen asks for 3 days and he will make Su Qingying to be his woman, who will be with him for the rest of her life. Ruobing tells him she will give him 30 days, but Wu Chen is firm on just 3 days, making Ruobing tell that if he loses, she wants him to get on his knees to apologize to her. Wu Chen tells that it's okay for him, but what if she loses that bet? Grabbing her by her waist, Ruobing asks what he wants, and we see Ruobing accepting the terms if she loses, making the terms of the bet settled. It's the 11th of July in the Tang Sha private club of the northern suburbs of Donghai City. The receptionist asks Wu Chen whether it's Wu Chen's first time there and would he want to familiarize himself with the environment first. Wu Chen replies, telling he has an appointment with Miss Yu there. A person approaches asking if he is Mr. Wu, to which he agrees and asks Wu Chen to accompany him as Miss Su has been waiting for him. We see Wu Chen getting off from a golf cart with a person accompanying him. As praises Su Qing for her golf shot which she had been practicing. She asks him about how did he know about the matter which he texted her. Wu Chen tells that it isn't important how he knows about it, but Su Qing asks him to name a price to keep his mouth shut. Wu Chen asks whether she thinks he is blackmailing her, as she is offering him money. She tells that not accepting the money will only make it hard for her to trust him. Wu Chen asks since she is so worried that why didn't she bring more bodyguards? She can arrest him and dig a hole to bury him to make him shut up forever. She tells that she is not like Li Ruobing, so she won't do such things, and since he is Ruobing's boyfriend, no one will dare to do that to him. Wu Chen asks her whether she needs something to make her feel reassured, which makes Su Qing clueless as he grabs her by her hands from behind, squeezing her, telling whether she needs evidence, which makes her uncomfortable, requesting Wu Chen to leave her. He tells that he is just teaching her how to play golf and not to think much about it, as now she has the evidence that she can vouch for, hinting to her about him forcing her with playing golf and whether she is still unwilling. She thinks that Wu Chen is Li Ruobing's boyfriend, and if Ruobing gets to know that Wu Chen was holding her like that and would never believe that he was just teaching her how to play golf, and would definitely tear Wu Chen into pieces. But then she realizes that the one who should be scared is not her but Wu Chen, and the less she struggles, the more she can grasp his handle to death. Su Qing's bodyguards, seeing Wu Chen so close, think about what is happening to her. Whether she is resisting or accepting Wu Chen's actions, and seems to have no clue regarding the event. Su Qing asks Wu Chen whether he is not afraid of her calling Li Ruobing and telling him about his actions. Wu Chen tells that he is actually scared, but even she must be scared of getting her secrets exposed, so they are even. She asks whether he is deliberately giving her a point to blackmail him back. He tells her not to think around while spanking her and tells her to continue playing golf. He advises her not to turn her hips outwards but to keep them inwards, questioning her about how her coach taught her to play golf. Su Qing is shocked and blushes at what Wu Chen did. Even the guards are shocked as they hurriedly call to notify her mother about her and Wu Chen's action on the golf ground. Wu Chen is seen teaching her golf, telling her he will teach her for one more time. All she has to do is to draw her legs back and then straighten her arms. He spanks her butt yet again, making her moan, telling her that her pelvis is tilted forward and she should take it a little bit more to do well. Su Qing goes for the shot, asking about whether her shot was correct or not. Wu Chen praises her and tells her that he won't be able to teach her other techniques for the time being, as it is estimated that her mother has already brought someone to arrest him. We get to know that her bodyguards informed her mom that Wu Chen suddenly hugged her daughter and was also seen chatting and laughing with him. They inform her that Wu Chen also spanked her butt as if he was teaching her how to play golf, but didn't look like that. They tell that he looks young and that Miss Su came today to meet him. Her mother is shocked and furious, at the same time ordering her men to keep a watch on them and not let them escape, as she is coming over right away. The bodyguards say that they would do as she asks. Su Qing asks Wu Chen that if her mother is coming there, then what should they do? Wu Chen tells that they will talk later and will have to escape from there first. He asks whether she wants to escape with him. This makes her question herself about it. He asks her whether she wants to live like this forever, which makes her nervous. He grabs her hand and tells her not to think much about it and just run. The guards try to catch them from fleeing from the golf court, but they both manage to escape in a red car. The guards inform their boss that Su Qing has escaped with that boy, which makes her mother shocked. Wu Chen asks her whether she is afraid, which she denies. She gets a call from her mother on her phone. Wu Chen advises her to consider being herself for a day, hinting to live a carefree life for a day. Su Qing is sweating heavily as she has to answer her mom's phone. She gathers the courage and answers the phone and tries to tell that she is with a friend. This makes her mother rage as she tells how come she is with a friend and when did she get to meet a friend. She asks whether she knows about herself and whether that man is good enough for her, that she ran away with a man. Her mother tells her that she really let her down today and to return to her home at that very moment. Su Qing thanks Wu Chen in her heart to make her feel herself, as she yells at her mother over the phone that she is a human being who can breathe and not her puppet. This makes her mother shocked as she cannot believe what Su Qing said to her. Wu Chen tells Su Qing that her mother will try to mobilize all the power of the Su family to find them, and she tells that her mother is afraid of losing her reputation and so she won't make a big deal out of it. Isn't she afraid that he can really abduct her and sell her somewhere, and whether she still wants to go around with him? She asks whether it even matters, as no one ever dared to approach her in her life and she always lived under a false light. When she was a kid, people always praised her as the kid who always got first place in her exams and told her that she was different from everyone else around. When she started her own business, she was complimented by people who were in her wealth and not who she was. Her mother always made her live the way she wanted to, making her better day after day. She would never let her eat a second bowl of rice so that she doesn't get fat and say the most beautiful in the whole of East China, and she is all tired of this. Su Qing tells that maybe running out with him may be the only chance she has, as he really makes her feel comfortable as a person. Wu Chen believes that she made the right choice and that it's better to change sooner than to be sick beyond cure. She asks whether he is Li Ruobing's boyfriend and whether he is afraid that Ruobing will find out about it, as she unbuckles her seatbelt. The next second we see her grabbing Wu Chen by his face and having a French kiss, all lip-locked. Must be tasty indeed. Wu Chen in a bossy manner asks her what is she doing as he is driving and whether she wants both of them to die, and also why is she kissing and biting him at the same time. Su Qing tries to speak something, but Wu Chen orders her to sit still at her place. She submissively follows what Wu Chen says and sits still. Su Qing's hidden attribute is being submissive, which makes her really interesting. Wu Chen remembers the day when in one of his reincarnations on the same day of the millennium, he had got hold of her, the first beautiful girl of the East Sea without any flaws. To satisfy his curiosity about how she became a high-quality human template, she opened her laptop and logged into a forum in front of him where he saw multiple comments under her posts with all sorts of creepy comments as he read it throughout the night. Looking at those posts, He realized that the perfect shiny image that has been maintained over the years was actually a lock on her body that weighed her down. That post not only showed the chain and mask on her body but also the textual evidence of her hidden attributes of a jitterbug. Wu Chen never thought that there would be a day when he would need to use this attribute of hers, but he tells her to fasten her seatbelts and sit tight. She asks him where he wants to go, and upon Wu Chen's green signal, she tells him to go to his house. Wu Chen agrees, and we see our scene of a view of a tall beautiful building 4 hours later. Something very important has happened, and we see Wu Chen and Su Qing comfortably sleeping over each other. Wu Chen gets a call, and upon picking up Ruotai's call he asks whether the Su family came to his place. Ruotai informs that he received a call and it was from Mrs. So, who asked him about the person driving the car, and he couldn't do anything but answer it. He asks what's going on, but Wu Chen shrugs it off, saying that it is nothing but a small problem and he will handle with himself, and hangs up the call. Wu Chen immediately gets a call from Li Ruobing. When he picks up the call, she asks whether he offended anyone from the Su family, as she was contacted by them. Wu Chen asks if she wants to know about the matter, to which she agrees. Wu Chen tells her to wait a minute and asks Su Qing to say something. Su Qing asks him what he wants her to say, and Wu Chen tells her to say whatever she wants to say and not worry about Ruobing knowing why she is. Ruobing asks over the phone, saying, "Honey, who are you talking to, and whether everything is all right?" Wu Chen tells Ruobing to ask about it herself to the girl. Su Qing asks who the person on the other end of the call is, and Li Ruobing tells her it is her. Su tries to show that she recognizes her. Ruobing asks as to who is she speaking to, and she reveals that she is Su Qing Ying. Li Ruobing seems furious as she questions her about why is she with Wu Chen and what is her relationship with him. Su Qing tells that they are just friends discussing work. Ruobing knows that she was clearly shouting at him, and now she is saying that they are friends and that something is wrong. So, she apologizes to interrupt their work and asks her to return the phone to Wu Chen to talk to him. She asks Wu Chen about his whereabouts and gets to know that he is in the old house in the villa Ruotai gave him. She tells Wu Chen to wait for her there and not to leave the house. Wu Chen thinks it will be very interesting when Li Ruobing will arrive. Su Qing asks him why is he not afraid that Ruobing will get to know about their relationship, to which Wu Chen replies that he and Ruobing are not in a relationship and it is a secret. She tells that so he is also a fake, just like the other 3 she had. Wu Chen instructs her to keep it secret since even her younger brother doesn't know about it, to which she agrees as she doesn't want to cause trouble for herself. She tells So the reason Wu Chen lied to her and sent her a fake handle was that he wasn't afraid of Li Ruobing. Wu Chen grabs her by the waist, asking if she regrets what Wu Chen did. She denies it, saying she doesn't regret it at all. At the same time, on the other side, we see Li Ruobing rushing to Wu Chen's house in a white car, thinking that it doesn't make sense and she cannot find any reasonable explanation as to why they are together, as Su Qing is not such a woman. Just like Tao Yao Ying signing a contract last time, the core of the issue is Wu Chen, and that Wu Chen is really like a god, unfathomable and mysterious. She arrives at his house 40 minutes later, and Wu Chen greets her, asking her to come inside, but Ruobing goes inside in search of something, and we get to know that she is searching for Su Qing, asking about where she is. Wu Chen points out where Su Qing is, and we get to see Su Qing in an apron calling Wu Chen as honey and asking if Miss Li has arrived. She greets Li Ruobing, telling her it's been a long time since meeting her. Ruobing exchanges the greeting, thinking about whether she is Su Qing and whether she is cooking food for Wu Chen. Su Qing calls Wu Chen as honey, telling him that the soup is almost ready and she will scramble another egg and will be able to eat together in a moment. Li Ruobing is getting jealous as she asks Wu Chen about what's happening, and Wu Chen tells her that nothing is happening as Su Qing is his woman. Ruobing is shocked as she questions him about how did she become his woman and when did it happen, and Wu Chen tells her that it happened the same day. She is startled as they became a couple today and asked whether they knew each other before getting no for an answer. She was going to question more to Wu Chen, but Su Qing calls out to Wu Chen, telling him that the meal will soon be ready and to watch the pot as she is going to the bathroom. Su Qing tells Miss Li not just stand there and have a seat because the meal will get ready very soon. She shuts the bathroom door and Ruobing doesn't understand a thing as she grabs Wu Chen's hand telling him to come with her. But just then, Su Qing comes out and informs Wu Chen that the laundry is done and that if they don't hang it on the balcony, the bed sheets won't dry. Ruobing gets very jealous and sad seeing a perfect Su Qing become Wu Chen's woman as she seems just perfect doing all the chores, whether it's the clothes, the food, or helping each other out in other tasks. She feels very sad for herself as she isn't the same as Su Qing and we can never get to know what's on a woman's mind tbh. They are all sitting at a table and Su Qing asks Miss Li and Wu Chen to start eating. She picks up a piece of steak and gives it to Wu Chen telling him to try it. This makes Ruobing jealous as judging by Su Qing's posture, she is going to feed Wu Chen, which she feels is an outrageous level of intimacy. Wu Chen praises her telling the food is delicious and she asks Ruobing to also eat the food. Ruobing thinks that Su Qing forced herself to lead Wu Chen to eat and she cannot deviate from the correct path and has to take the initiative to attack, so she questions Miss Su as to how long has she been with Wu Chen. She tells Ruobing that it wasn't long before she fell in love at first sight with Wu Chen and from then on she knew that Wu Chen was her destiny. Ruobing thinks that it is not at all surprising that Su Qing fell in love with a man, but it is absolutely impossible to fall in love at first sight, especially with such a unique family background, and sense something fishy. Su Qing asks her that Wu Chen told her that she and Wu Chen are not a real couple, which stuns Li Ruobing. Su Qing tells her not to worry as she won't say about it and also to keep her secret since her love cannot be known by the outside world yet, and that Miss Li can keep acting and she wouldn't mind even if they have some intimacy in public. Wu Chen asks Ruobing why is she looking at him and they should eat. Su Qing plays around leaning on Wu Chen's shoulder, indirectly showing Ruobing that Wu Chen is her man. Li Ruobing gets agitated as she sees Su Qing indirectly provoking her. So, she picks up a prawn from the table and tears it into two halves, and gives it to Wu Chen telling him to have this prawn. Both Wu Chen and Su Qing are stunned by her move and Wu Chen quietly eats the prawn. Wu Chen finishes the food telling it's delicious and that he is full since he ate very fast. Su Qing says that she is very happy and tells him to take a rest as she cleans up everything and also to accompany Miss Li and not to neglect their guests. Su Qing then takes all the utensils from the table to the kitchen to clean up and we see the furious side of Li Ruobing coming out demanding Wu Chen explain what is he doing. She is in a rage as she grabs his hands and drags him to another room with her. Wu Chen pulls her hand moving forward and we see Li Ruobing on top of Wu Chen. She tells Wu Chen to take it easy, but Wu Chen tells her that she lost the bet and why is she asking so many questions. He tells her that he should now think about the reward for the bet, which makes her angry as well as blush at the same time. Wu Chen tells Ruobing that he is very tired as he has been busy for most of the day and his body is aching, and can she give him a massage? She asks him if she has to give him a massage then or in his bedroom, to which Wu Chen tells her that it isn't comfortable here and they should go to the bedroom. 10 minutes have passed and seeing no one around, Su Qing calls out for them and looks around for them. She hears a sound when she is searching for them. She sees it coming from a room with a narrow door opening. As she peeks inside, she sees Li Ruobing giving a massage to Wu Chen, with Wu Chen being half naked. She is completely shocked seeing Li Ruobing giving a massage to Wu Chen as, according to her, how can a woman like Ruobing serve a man this way? Wu Chen notices Su Qing and asks her whether she is finished with the chores and tells her to take a rest as she must be tired as they will be done in a bit. She notices Ruobing didn't care about her noticing them in such a way and thinks whether Ruobing is also like her, and in that case, since both of them are of the same kind, they are allies then. She thinks that Wu Chen is more powerful than she imagined as he even managed to conquer Li Ruobing. We see Su Qing hurriedly opening her slippers, rushing towards their bed, and sitting on the bed refers Ruobing as her elder sister, asking to massage Wu Chen together. We see both of them massaging Wu Chen and Ruobing thinks that it is impossible since when Su Qing saw Wu Chen being massaged by her, not only she was calm but even joined in and massaged Wu Chen with her and called her a sister. She quizzes herself as to what's the matter with Su Qing or if is she crazy. But it would be impossible, as if she had a problem she wouldn't be so perfect like the rumors say, because only someone with enough self-control can show their best performance. And thinks as to when did Wu Chen make Su Qing love him to such an extent. Su Qing asks Ruobing as to what is she thinking and tells her to keep massaging. Wu Chen tells Su Qing to stop massaging him and not to forget to take her medicine. She tells him that she will go downstairs to get the medicine. As she leaves the room, Ruobing thinks Su Qing is sick in the head. With everything going out in her head, she asks whether Wu Chen plans to explain everything or not. Wu Chen tells her to give him $1 billion to know the truth. Ruobing tells him not to be so sarcastic, as she is too lazy to even ask how they fell in love and whether the Su family is investigating him because of his relationship with Su Qing. Wu Chen tells her that they weren't investigating him, but the problem is that Su Qing ran away from the home with him. Ruobing asks about what is he going to do and whether he is going to marry into the Su family, to which Wu Chen asks whether she thinks he is the kind of man who would marry into a family. Ruobing asks whether he would break up, and even if he does, the Su family won't let him off easily. Wu Chen tells her why to break up when they can handle the Su family, which makes Ruobing very curious, and she tells him not to forget that he is currently her boyfriend. Wu Chen tells her that's exactly why he said they can deal with the current situation, and she asks whether he means that the Su family doesn't know about his relationship with Li Ruobing and she can only choose to help him out. Wu Chen praises her, telling her she is really smart, and she asks that since everyone is on the same boat, why did she run away? Wu Chen tells that she had been living like a puppet for over 20 years and she wants to live her own life now, and whether it is too much for him to help Su Qing. He gets a call from Su Qing telling him that she saw her family near his house and what should they do. Wu Chen tells her that it's no problem and they will come downstairs right away and not to worry, as they will handle it easily. Wu Chen tells Ruobing that the Su family has come looking for them and they must go downstairs. Ruobing asks whether he called her to his house because he knew the Su family would be coming by that time. Wu Chen indirectly agrees to it, making Li Ruobing uncomfortable with the situation. Wu Chen asks her about it and she tells him that she understands what he is saying, but she feels that he is manipulating and disregarding other people's feelings in this manner. Wu Chen clarifies it by telling her not to be so harsh on words with him and that it was just a coincidence that both the Su family and she were there at the same time and it's nothing related to him manipulating things. Ruobing tells that she doesn't blame him and it is just that she doesn't like this kind of feeling. He tells that her words sound as if she is acting like a spoiled child and grabs her hand, telling her that they have to present themselves as a united in front of them first and they should go. Wu Chen and Li Ruobing are downstairs and the bodyguards tell her that Wu Chen is the one they are looking for and then ask him about the whereabouts of Su Qing, telling him to hand over her to them. Li Ruobing acts furious at them, asking whether they are from the Su family and asks whether they are there to find and cause trouble for her. The bodyguards try to explain that she misunderstood them and they are not there to find her, but they are looking for Wu Chen, who has kidnapped their young lady. Ruobing defends Wu Chen, stating why would her man dare to kidnap any other women, which makes the other guard nervous to answer, and we see Su Qing yelling at the guards as to who said that she was kidnapped. The bodyguards try to tell her that it was not them but her mom, but she tells them to stop using her mother's name to cause trouble and it is not their business regarding the problem between her and her mother. Su Qing's mother comes out of the car telling her not to be so ridiculous. Li Ruobing greets her and that she is still so radiant and beautiful, and Madame Su also greets Li Ruobing. We see Madame Su shaking hands with Wu Chen and praises him, saying, Wu Chen is indeed talented and impressive as rumored, and Miss Li has really good taste. Ruobing tells that Madame Su is too kind for the compliments. Madame Su tells them that it is not the right place to talk and they should move to a different place to have a proper conversation. Ruobing approves of the idea and tells Madame Su that even she has things to discuss with her. Madame Su gives a stern-eyed glare to Su Qing, making her scared as she hides behind Wu Chen to avoid eye contact with her mother. Everyone is in the Su Family Industries Jin Fu tea house. Madame Su asks Ruobing about her presence with her daughter. She tells that it is very impolite of her to take away her daughter from her without any notice, even if it was her boyfriend who did it. She threatens that Wu Chen's behavior violates the law and that perhaps she should consult her lawyer in that case. Ruobing tells that originally it was she who would meet with her daughter Su Qing, but due to some unforeseen circumstances, she had to ask her boyfriend to meet her instead. Madame Su questions why did Wu Chen forcibly take her daughter away. Ruobing calmly tells her that her daughter is already 27 years old and she cannot be forced to go with Wu Chen without being able to reject the offer. She questions whether Madame Su isn't curious about the reason for their meeting. Madame Su asks for an explanation and we see Li Ruobing getting up from her seat confronting Madame Su that Kuang Ying is not like a living person anymore and is just like a carefully crafted puppet who cannot even decide on how many bowls of rice to eat. She tells that this is the reason why Su Kuang Ying envied as well as desired to become a woman like her. Madame Su is very shocked at what Li Ruobing told her about just now. Ruobing continues telling that Su Qing always wanted to meet her to get some help but she couldn't help her. She grabs a packet with something inside asking Madame Su whether she knows about it. She informs that she had been taking this medicine and her daughter had brought it for her. Madame Su is startled confirming it and telling that it is no big deal. Ruobing on the other hand explains that the point is not about the medicine but that the simple act of buying a medicine would bring happiness to her daughter. She tells that Su Qing has never bought medicine by herself before and that for her to go out alone and buy medicine is something novel and exciting at the same time even at the age of 27. She seeks Madame Su's attention to see whether something is wrong with her daughter or not. Su Kuang-ying with sweat rolling down her face lowers her head accepting the situation. Wu Chen is proud of Ruobing for her splendid performance as well as her logical ability. She asks whether Madame Su doesn't understand the situation as her daughter is extremely upset. As for today, she and Wu Chen were present when she wanted to go and buy medicine. But, what about the next time when there will be no one around her and whether she is not concerned about her daughter? The whole room fell into silence for 3 minutes. Madame Su asks whether Miss Li is seeking appreciation, to which Ruobing denies, telling that Su Qing is her friend. Wu Chen yet again praising Ruobing thinks to wrap up the situation and so starts to add fuel to the fire. He calls out Madame Su telling that he and Ruobing have been working hard for the entire day just like that and even they are tired of it. This makes Ruobing question herself as to why is Wu Chen getting so angry and draws to the conclusion that Wu Chen wants to speed up things, so she tries to play along, putting up a show together telling Wu Chen what is he doing and he doesn't have to say that since Su Kuang-ying is her friend. Wu Chen raises his voice asking whether she hasn't had enough yet, that even after helping Miss Su out of concern that Miss Su might do something reckless and worrying that Miss Su might get in trouble, and what is she getting in return? They are blaming her instead of appreciating her and he feels very sad for her. Ruobing tries to calm down Wu Chen by patting him gently on his chest. She murmurs not to argue since Su Qing is her friend and not to get upset like a lovey-dovey couple. Su Qing on the other hand is terrified with their acting skills, thinking that even she would have fallen for it if she wasn't aware of it. This also makes Madame Su question whether she should really thank her or not and then tells her that she understands her good intentions. She also tells her daughter that as a mother she didn't mean any harm to her and from now on, she will consider allowing her to do something on her own. She also tells that she is fortunate that she was able to make friends like Miss Li. Even Ruobing praises Kuan Ying for comforting Madame Su and tells them that she is getting late and won't disturb them anymore. In a gentle tone, she comforts her daughter, advising her to not work up too much with the pressure put on by her. She tells Su Qing that she can stay and enjoy her day and can come back to the company's meeting the next day and she will head back first. Everyone takes a sigh of relief as Madame Su takes a leave and the main door is closed. Wu Chen labels it as a mission accomplished as the first stage of their plan ends there. Ruobing looks at Madame Su leaving, telling Su Qing that her mother didn't leave any bodyguards or insiders behind to monitor them. Su Qing instantly grabs Wu Chen out of joy, asking whether he was really angry as he looked very fierce, to which Wu Chen denies, telling her that he was just acting. Ruobing is jealous and requests them to stop it for the time being. Wu Chen tells them that it was time for business and whom should he call first. Ruobing is all worried as she brawls over Wu Chen, grabbing his hand and telling him not to mess around. Wu Chen asks her whether he said that he was going to cause trouble. Ruobing tells him to stop playing around, and since everything is fine now, Madame Su is unlikely to pursue anything against them anymore, as he can continue meeting Su Qing in the future, and asks what more does he wish? Wu Chen asks Su Kuangying whether she wants to continue meeting each other secretly like a love affair or not, since he doesn't like it that way. He tells that if she follows him, then he has the obligations and means to relieve her of her difficult situation and not let her be forced to choose between love and family, making her blush. He puts his hand around her, telling her to come and listen to him as he has to make a few calls. He tells her that he will contact other people and that he wants her to take over the power of the Su family and become the CEO of the Jin Fu Club in the shortest time possible. After this, she will have the final say not only in the company but also at home, which will prevent her mother from controlling her in the future, as her mother will understand that she cannot control a powerful person like her. And her father will be even more proud and pleased with her. He asks her if she is willing to do the same, to which she agrees after some thought. He appreciates her willingness and searches for a contact, and then starts the plan by calling the contact on his phone. Wu Chen is sitting on a sofa dialing a number with Ruobing and Su Qing standing beside him. Ruobing sits down close to Wu Chen, which makes Su Qing jealous seeing them so close to each other. She also wants to be close to Wu Chen, so she goes and grabs his arm with her arm like a cute couple. Wu Chen asks Su Qing as to whether she is tired and if she wants to listen to the call. He can put it on the speaker. The call is connected and the person asks about who called him. Wu Chen asks whether he had any nightmares recently and did he dreamt about the Nanhe warehouse and that Bei Keifeng had requested to ask about it. He questions whether it is true that he has made quite a bit of money in recent years, which makes the person yell at him asking who he is. Wu Chen tells to meet him 1 hour later at the Qingyuan Tea House's private room. Ruobing questions Wu Chen if he can really take over the Su family with just those 2 sentences he spoke earlier. Wu Chen asks whether she didn't get it and gives her a hint that it's internal disintegration, meaning breaking down from within. Ruobing tells him to reconsider it a little more. Wu Chen sarcastically replies her whether she wants to make a bet again, to which she declines and tells them to depart. 1 hour later we see them arriving at the place, and Wu Chen instructs them to stay there and have tea as he will go to the room first. Wu Chen enters the room and seeing the person already arrived compliments him on being very punctual. The old man gets up and shuts the door and asks him whether it was he who spoke to him earlier over the phone. This person is Yao Honglin, the director and shareholder of the Jin Fu Group, and holds 3.8% of the shares. Wu Chen agrees that it was he who spoke over the phone, which makes Yao Honglin is furious as he demands to know where Bei Keifeng is and questions him about how much Bei Keifeng paid him as a bribe and what he wants. He yells at Wu Chen, telling that he cannot threaten him just because he knows a little bit about his affairs. He adds that if Wu Chen is so smart, then he should reveal Bei Keifeng's whereabouts and he will give him a huge sum of money that Wu Chen would never be able to spend in his entire life. Wu Chen, sipping tea from the cup, tells that they can talk about the money later and that he is truly someone who kills and sets fire. He admits that Mr. Yao is really bold and daring. Mr. Yao tells Wu Chen to do whatever he wants but not to make unfounded accusations about him. Wu Chen with a smirk inquires about the money buried in the barren hill and tells that with the advancement in technology, the unsolvable cases previously can be easily solved now, and what does he think about it? Wu Chen has clearly hit the pain point of Mr. Yao, making him anxious and asking if he is there to extort money from him. And if this is the case, he will give him 150 million and tries to shut up Wu Chen's mouth by bribing him. Wu Chen advises Mr. Yao not to be impatient and tells him that he has heard that the boss's business has been bad recently and he had to rely on falsifying accounts to cover the losses. He asks about the name of his little mistress who helped him with it. Mr. Yao is completely terrified and tells him to stop and tells him that he will pay him 2 billion. He changes it to 3 billion and will split it in installments and tells that Wu Chen won't get anything more. Just then, we see Su Qing barge into the room as she calls out to Mr. Yao, making him completely stunned for a moment. He tries to calm down Su Qing but couldn't utter a single word. Wu Chen places his hand over Mr. Yao's shoulder and asks him why did he come over to the room so quickly, and Mr. Yao asks if they heard everything. Su Qing questions Mr. Yao about whether he really killed people and set fire to them. This makes Mr. Yao startled, and we can see him sweating from fear and stammering and speaking a few words. Wu Chen calms down the situation by pouring tea into the cup, telling her not to talk about the past for the time being. He tells Mr. Yao that he will be straightforward and doesn't need his money, which makes Mr. Yao even more frightened, thinking about whether he wants to take his life, if not his money. Wu Chen tells him that from now, all he has to do is to support whatever Su Qing says in the board meetings. Mr. Yao asks whether it is that simple of a deal, to which Wu Chen affirms. Mr. Yao gets relieved and jokingly tells Su Qing that he thought that someone was going to kill him and it scared him a bit. He said that she can directly tell him if there is a small matter like this, and how could he not comply with her words since it is not necessary to trouble her and Wu Chen. He breathes a sigh of relief since he knows that Su Qing is the only successor of the family, and no matter what happens to the Su family, she will eventually become the chairman of the group. So if they want to use him for their benefit, they won't sell him out, which will not only resolve the crisis but will also make him huge profits, and thank them, assuring them that from now on he is with them in all their decisions and would always look up to her as his leader. Wu Chen tells that a gentleman's word is good as his bond, so Mr. Yao can leave, making Mr. Yao happily leave. Ruobing is unsatisfied, questioning Wu Chen if this is all he got, since even if Mr. Yao supports her, there will be no use in getting one vote from a single director, as there are more than a dozen of directors on the Jin Fu board and not everyone will fall for his threats. Wu Chen asks her if she is trying to get him to say something. Ruobing, in a serious mode, tells him that she isn't joking with him and what he did was blackmailing, and it can be very serious if things go wrong. And there are over 10 directors on the board, so how can he solely rely to deal with them by blackmailing them? Wu Chen tells her that he doesn't need to deal with all of them since some of them will be enough. Su Qing is all excited, asking him about how many people they have to threaten, and he tells them that there are 5 more left and she can continue drinking her tea while she waits for him. Su Qing gets concerned, telling him not to work too much and tire himself. Next, we see if a horde of board members, the chief managing officer, the chief financial officer, the legal supervisor, the institutional shareholder, and the independent director all blackmailed to vouch for Su Qing from then on. After all this is finished, we see Wu Chen taking a leave, telling them to take care. Ruobing yet again questions Wu Chen that he hasn't reached 2/3 of the seats on the board and not even half of the board with 6 directors. So, how would he control the whole board? Wu Chen says that some things are complicated to explain and she should wait for the results the next day. Su Qing grabs him, telling whatever her husband said is correct and that she will listen to him. Wu Chen tells that there are still some things that need to be explained to Su Qing. So, he asks Ruobing whether it is okay for them to stay at her place for the night. Ruobing, having no choice, agrees to his stay, and we see them all walking by towards the house. We see Ruobing telling Su Qing to go and take a shower first, as she grabs Wu Chen to the balcony, telling him to stop talking. Grabbing him by both her hands over his shoulder, she demands him for a kiss. Wu Chen and Li Ruobing are having an intimate moment in some weird position. Wu Chen thinks that this cannot be true since Su Qing is gone to take a shower and will come out soon. So no matter what, Ruobing will never pick this moment and thinks that if this is the case, then Ruobing is just acting. He soon realizes that Ruobing is looking for a paparazzi and so makes her all worked up for it, as we see Ruobing in a high thirst for something special. We see a paparazzi filming them with a camera in his hand, so Wu Chen decides to play along, making sure that Ding Rulong gets even more offended. A couple of minutes later, Wu Chen tells her that the paparazzi should have gone by now, making her realize why he was so relaxed, and since it's getting late, she tells him to rest easy. Meanwhile, we are shown the scene of South Guang City in the Rui Long Company's head office, where Ding Rulong is really agitated by Li Ruobing's recent scene on the balcony as he watches all the videos the paparazzi has taken. He is fuming and raged to take revenge against Wu Chen as he swears to kill Wu Chen. Ding Rulong calls his subordinate Zhang Chuan, who is one of Ding Rulong's most trusted subordinates and an ex-special force. He orders Jiang Chuan to go to East China and find this guy named Wu Chen showing a photo in his hand and orders him to will Wu Chen with as worse as he can do it. We see it's actually the complete information of Wu Chen. Seeing that the East China Sea is Li Tai Ruo's territory and requested 5 days to finish the work. Rulong is already frustrated and says that he cannot wait for that long and gives him 3 days to listen to the news of Wu Chen's death. Jiang Chuan is in stress over it obeying Ding Rulong's order. The next day we see Wu Chen and Su Qing sleeping together and Wu Chen tells Su Qing to wake up. She tells that she hasn't had enough sleep, but Wu Chen tells her to get more sleep after she finishes her work for the day. He also asks her whether she remembers the things he taught her the day before and she agrees, nodding her head as the current day's success or failure will decide her life's fate. We see Ruobing in a stunning maroon dress entering their room telling Su Qing to get up and she will give her ride to the company. Su Qing gets all ready and we see the employees informing her about the paperwork and other work they carried out. She tells them that she will discuss everything after the meeting and that she has to go to the conference room for the meeting as she bids farewell to Ruobing. She then proceeds towards the office building ordering the subordinates to come in with her. It's 10 a.m. in the Jinfu company and we see an executive meeting taking place. Madame Su is very furious with Su Qing as we see there is some disagreement between them regarding the decision of firing 2 employees, namely, Zhou De and Yang Kuo. Su Qing also tells her that if they disagree then she will call the board of directors, which makes Madame Su even more enraged. Su Qing tells her mother that she is the executive vice president of the company and as a member of the board of directors, she has all the rights to call for a board meeting. Acting all up, Su Qing tells that in fact she is the executive vice president and so she doesn't require any resolution from the board to lay off an employee from the security department and the deputy director. She tells her assistant to notify the human resources department about it once the meeting is over. Madame Su slams her hand on the table asking what wrong did those 2 employees do that she is firing them for no reason at all and that it's the company's fault that the incident caused labor issues and if the news spreads, it will have a huge impact on the reputation of the company and they cannot afford these consequences. We get a flashback of the previous day when Wu Chen gave a pen drive with proof regarding the 2 employees she wants to fire as those employees have done something very serious. Su Qing steps up with confidence as she tells Madame Su that she has a reason to fire them from their job. She explains that 5 years ago in the morning, there was a major robbery at the company's store in East China's Commercial Street. It was the largest store of the company in the country with the best decoration and surveillance systems as well as the highest level of security. Switching on the projector with the remote, she shows the chart of the company's share price telling that since such a store was robbed, the outside world started questioning their security capabilities along with the decision-making board, which caused the stock price to drop for many years and so the company's value fell to 40 billion. So, it's common sense that Zhou De, who is the director of the security department, needs to take responsibility for it. But for her, it doesn't matter whether Zhou takes responsibility for the incident or not, as they must let the outside world know that the company is determined to reform on security-related issues. She tells the board that only by firing the director of the security department, Mr. Zhou De, can the company pull back the stock prices, making everyone think that she has changed a lot from before. Madame Su allows her to fire the security department chief but questions Yang Kuo and whether she will also going to shift the blame to his head. Su Qing tells her that she shouldn't blame Yang Kuo, who doesn't even work for the company anymore. This makes Madame Su confused, making Su Qing inform her that Yang Kuo was only working for the company in name as he was just her personal bodyguard. This makes Madame Su realize that it doesn't matter who is controlling whom and that it is not the main topic but that Su Qing is trying to rebel against her. So she tells to call the board of directors meeting and immediately notify the company's board for a meeting being held at 3 o'clock in the afternoon the same day. On the other side, in the symphony fashion, Ruobing is questioning Wu Chen as to why did he visit the company, and since the Su family is going to be turned upside down, isn't he going to do anything? Wu Chen reminds her that he has done everything and they have to just wait for how Su Qing performs, and he just wants to draw for the time being. Ruobing is looking gorgeous, making her curious, asking about what is he drawing. Wu Chen with his damn wrist says that he is drawing her. Wu Chen thinks that the photos Ding Rulong's men took the previous day would be done with their investigation, and since they would be preparing to make a move, it's time for him to do something. We see Ruobing questioning him again about the same thing, and he tells it is nothing but just a sketch for her that he wants to draw. Ruobing tells him that she cannot be a model for him as she is busy with her work and doesn't have time for it. Wu Chen tells her to carry on with her work and he will do his work and she can pretend that he is not there. He scrolls through a WhatsApp group chat which mainly focuses on sketches, and there is a person in the group who needs to draw in order to complete their tasks. There is also a person in the group who has a close relationship with Ding Rulong. As she completes the outline of the sketch, he texts that teacher Xing Chen is very strict, making others question his legitimacy and sketching skills. So, he clicks the sketch of Li Ruobing which he completed a few moments ago, and posted it in the group mentioning he was casually drawing it. 40 minutes later, everyone is shocked and in awe of his sketching skills as they praise him for his work trying to contact him in the group chat, and we see multiple private messages from them for Wu Chen. Wu Chen is still waiting for the person to message him about the trap he had set up. He soon gets a private message from a woman that she has a daughter in junior high school and her daughter has been studying art for 3 years now, and requested whether he can give her some guidance, making Wu Chen excited as he catches the fish he set the trap for. We get to know that she is Ding Rulong's senior high school sister who holds the most special position among all of Ding Rulong's women. The reason why her position is so special is because Xing Rulong had an illegitimate daughter together with her who is now 14 years old. Wu Chen replies by telling her that she is being too modest and whether he can evaluate her daughter's artwork first. He praises her daughter's artwork skills, telling that her daughter draws well and is much better than the children in the group who just joined, and she is really a talent. She says that getting affirmation from a top expert indeed gives her confidence that her child truly has the talent. Replying to Wu Chen, she tells that it's great to hear coming from him and asks him what he does for a living and whether he is in Shanghai. It's even easier than Wu Chen had thought. He questions her about why she asks about it. She explains that he is more skilled than the teachers she had met before and would like to invite him to be his daughter's tutor. Accommodation won't be a problem for him, and she will also pay him 2,000 yuan for each tutoring session. He tells her that she is being too polite and indeed her child has great talent, but as for her proposal, and then leaves midway. She asks him whether he has any concerns, and everything is easy to discuss and to refuse her offer. Wu Chen cunningly tells her that since they have had this fortunate encounter, they can discuss the details in a while. She tells him to feel free to contact her whenever he has time and that she will be waiting for his message over the next 24 hours. Wu Chen's plan is going on smoothing, and it's time for him to make that woman all his so that she will come to Donghai and be completely under his control, as she is an important key to the black material that could incriminate Ding Rulong. He gets up from his seat requesting Ruobing to continue with her work, and he needs to leave as he also has something to do. The women and her daughter are just a part of Wu Chen's plan, and there is a lot more to come. Wu Chen dials someone who asks him about Wu Chen's identity. Wu Chen replies that obviously, he is looking for him who is a double agent, and what does he think about death when Ding Rulong finds out about his mission. The person on the call denies it, saying that Wu Chen is speaking nonsense and asks who he is, telling that he has no idea about who he is talking about. Wu Chen asks since he is not admitting, then Wu Chen should go and find Li Ruotai about it, making the person plead with Wu Chen to stop and asks him to talk things out. Wu Chen tells him to do as he says, and he will meet him around 3 p.m. the current afternoon, and he will send the address later, to which the person agrees immediately. It's 3 p.m. in the Jin Fu group where everyone is present at the meeting of the board of directors, as Madame Su orders to close the door and tells them to begin with the meeting. The board meeting begins as Su Ching begins informing them about the agenda of the emergency board meeting. She tells that originally it was just a small matter, but since they have convened a board meeting, so everyone is free to voice their opinion on this matter. She tells them to provide a logical reason for their disagreement rather than opposing just for the sake of opposition regarding the matter. This takes everyone aback, as it was an open warning to everyone present in the meeting. Yao Honglin thinks himself fortunate enough to know about the situation in advance, otherwise it would have been difficult to adapt to someone like her all of a sudden. Madame Su takes the lead, appreciating her that she really impressed her today, but it is not feasible to do so regarding the matter. Joda has been with the company for over 10 years, working his way up from factory security manager to main office supervisor, as he has always performed his duties with diligence and professionalism, as he never made any mistakes. So, if they let him go just like this, it would also discomfort the other veteran employees who have been serving the company for so long. Everyone agrees with Madame Su's remarks, as it makes sense. Madame Su thinks that it is good as Su Qing has not contradicted her statements and the tide of the board has shifted towards her side, so she continues saying that in the morning, Su Qing had said to let Joda resign on his own and compensate him privately, but he has the right to refuse. If they forcibly dismiss him, it might lead to arbitration and media attention by their competitors, which might lead to fluctuations in the stock price. All the board members talk about agreeing with Madame Su, as there is indeed a risk. Su Qing is fixated on the matter, telling that it's futile to argue like this as they will not get to any substantial opinion, so they should vote directly, and tells everyone to raise their hand who is in support of her proposal. This makes Madame Su very angry, questioning how dare she try to ask for voting, but is stunned by Yao Honglin as he raises his hand in support of Su Qing. Soon other members of the board start to raise their hands in support of Su Qing. This comes as a major blow, as all the important people stood in support of Su Qing. She is furious at Chen Lei, as she didn't care about others, but she had made Chen Lei join the company as a financial clerk after graduation from the university, and it was she who promoted her step by step to her current position, feeling betrayed by her. Su Qing tells her mother to stop influencing the votes in such a way and tells everyone to continue voting. Wu Chen had told her already that not everyone needs to speak up actively, and some fence-sitters only need to see her attitude and the display of her firmness and power, and they will automatically follow the trend to support her. Su Qing thinks that she needs to be even more forceful in her words to grab their support, so she firmly asks about who else supports her. This makes Tang Diang, the elder of the group and Madame Su's most trusted and closest brother, vote for Su Qing. Madame Su cannot digest that even her brother has voted in Su Qing's favor. Tang Diang tells her that Kuang Ying has grown up and even she can see how she has become. Madame Su fumes in rage as she slams the table with both her hands, getting up, labeling it as nonsense. She tells that they have only 9 votes and not the majority votes yet, and she wants to see who else dares to make trouble for her. We get to know that the board resolution requires 2/3 of the majority votes for major issues, while a simple majority vote is sufficient for ordinary resolutions. Since the meeting was held for a minor issue, Su Qing needs one more vote for the win. Su Qing now deploys her tactics, slamming her hand on the table and drawing everyone's attention in the meeting towards her. Since Wu Chen had previously said her that the key is not about controlling the board of directors but about making her mother give up, so the final step is whether she can achieve a decisive victory or not. Su Qing knows that it's time to enter into the final step of her plan and questions her mother whether she is sure she wants to go on with the voting. Madame Su tells her that she is going to do it the same way and she isn't afraid of anything, and since she is her mother, she can still control her. Su Qing tells that she may not vote in her favor as she is the chairman's wife and so everyone listens to her. But she cautions her mother that it is not in her own interest and for the Su family's and the company's best interest, and tells that she hopes that Madame Su will think through the matter clearly and what exactly she is trying to do. Questioning her, Su Qing asks how long she intends to become a laughingstock in front of others as a family. Madame Su is stuck in the realization that if she doesn't let Kuang Ying's proposal get approved, there will be huge internal conflicts within the Su family from then on, and even the board of directors will split into 2 fractions, which will result in an internal strife in the company and thus leading to poor business performance. The company stocks will fall even more as Su Qing will have no hope to succeed the company, which will ultimately result in the bankruptcy and collapse of the company. This makes Madame Su realize her stance as she walks out of the meeting, slamming the door shut close as she cannot accept her defeat. Su Qing takes the lead, questioning the rest of the directors present in the meeting on who else wants to support her and who else wants to oppose her. Everyone present in the board meeting agrees with Kuang Ying's decision, raising their hand in support of approving Kuang Ying's resolution, and so, she adjourns the meeting. From this moment on, both the Su family and the Jinfu group have completely changed, as Kuang Ying has indirectly taken over the decision-making of the group. We are then shown Lu Gannian calling Wu Chen, asking Wu Chen to spare some time and if they can have lunch together. Wu Chen asks him if something is going on with him while driving the car. Lu Gannian, referring to Wu Chen as his brother, tells that Wu Chen really likes to talk straight to the point. And so, he indeed has some matter where he requires Wu Chen's help. Wu Chen knows that it is still too early for the meeting with the double agent, so he agrees to come over to his place to discuss the matter. It is the Yue Fu residence in the western part of the city, where we see a luxurious villa. Lu Gannian is very happy at Wu Chen's arrival. Lu Gannian shows the fight marks he got on his head, making Wu Chen joke about how did his first love turn out. Lu Gannian holds Wu Chen's arm, telling that he is not at all joking, as his first wife threw a teacup at him and kicked him out of the house. He requests Wu Chen to help him with a way to make his first wife accept him. Wu Chen tells Boss Lu not to rush, as such trivial matters can only be resolved gradually, consoling him that things would be fine and advises him to take a seat for the time being. Boss Lu is very desperate, unable to wait any longer, telling that Wu Chen knows his situation about his son and how can he be away from his own blood. Pouring tea into the cup, he asks about the method Boss Lu tried. He tells that when he went to find his first wife, he bought a bouquet, a diamond ring, and a necklace as he bent down on one knee to propose to her. He even got a Ferrari for his son, but she walked away. Wu Chen tells Boss Lu that he shouldn't give her the impression of using money to win her over, since she managed to overcome all the impossible situations back when he had left her all on her own. It is not possible for her to return to Boss Lu just because he is offering her money. These things that he is doing will only be seen as insults and disgust in her eyes. Lu Gannian's first wife was very angry at him as she slammed the door on his face and told him that she would move out of the house if he ever came over to knock at their door. She even threatened that they would move abroad so that he won't be able to disturb her anymore. This is all that had happened, and Lu Gannian now understands why she acted this way. So, he asks Wu Chen if he has any solution. Wu Chen agrees that he has a solution, but mentions that there are two options. The first one is to start with his son, which would take some time, and eventually his wife, Ma Huafang, would forgive him. The second way can resolve his problem quickly, the same day, and tells him to choose one. The desperate Lu Gannian chooses the second option and asks Wu Chen for his suggestion. Wu Chen, however, cautions him that the first method, even though is fast, but a bit risky. But Boss Lu interrupts him, telling him not to worry about the money, as he can transfer the money right now, as he transfers the money on his phone. But Wu Chen tells him that not everything is about money, but about having the courage to face a lot of hardship. Lu Gannian tells that he isn't afraid of enduring hardship, and Wu Chen just needs to tell him what to do and he will do it immediately. Wu Chen tells him that if he can be ruthless and set aside his pride, then they can do it, and explains him the entire plan. The plan is in action as Lu Gannian is standing in front of the door and is being monitored by Wu Chen from the monitoring room in Zhou Wang Garden residential area in the Jingjing Road of the Mancheng district. Everything from here on is on Lu Gannian's hands as he knocks on the door, asking if Xiao Fang is in the house. She is angry as she tells that she is not home, she is dead, and not to come there again. He requests her to please open the door first and wanted to speak. But suddenly Ma Huafang opened the door and yells at him, asking what is he still doing there and how long is he going to keep up with his acts, ultimately telling him to get out of the building. Lu Gannian shows up with a taco roll in his hand, which he had brought for both of them, as they used to eat this food when they were together and didn't have enough money. Ma Huafang is in no mood to listen to all of it as she throws the packet from his hand, telling him to get lost from there and that she doesn't want anything from him. Lu Gannian has no option left, so he bends down to the floor to pick up the food he had brought, but just then, his son arrives. Ma Jiawei, who is his real son, tells Lu Gannian to quickly leave their place, but Ma Huafang tells her son to go inside the house as it is none of his business. Lu Ganian tries to calm her down and asks her not to be angry in front of him, and we see this struggle going on for half an hour more. Two security guards arrive towards them, telling that they were watching them for the past half an hour through the surveillance cameras and accuse them of disturbing their neighbors as they have received a lot of complaints. The guards tell Lu Ganian's wife to argue as much as she wants within the house and not to disturb the neighbors. She questions him as to who said that they are related, as she doesn't know Lu Ganian and that Lu Ganian is harassing her, so she requests them to help her quickly get rid of him. The guards grab Lu Ganian's arm, telling him whether he didn't hear what she said and to stop causing trouble for them. Lu Ganian, on the other hand, is too adamant about not leaving his wife and tells them to let go of his arm. The guards get angry at him as he yells at them, but he tells them to get lost as it is none of their business to meddle in when an old couple is arguing. Since he not only insulted the guards and also tried to get a bit physical, they start landing hooks and punches on Lu Ganian to teach him a lesson. Lu Ganian could barely stand up to survive any more beating from the guards, but he still provokes them that he won't leave without his wife and child, as his life would have no meaning without them. So, they can go ahead and even kill him, but he isn't going to leave. Wu Chen is watching the entire drama from the surveillance room as he gets annoyed with their sentimental acting, but also knows that his performance is actually quite detailed. And if he is not wrong, then he is expecting the drama to end soon. Just then, his son, Ma Jiawei, comes out of the house and tells the guards not to hit his dad, and we see his wife also supporting the same from the back. The guards are in no mood of stopping, which makes his son even angrier as he rushed towards beating up the guards, but his mother yells at all of them, telling them that it's enough and to stop hitting him. She lends him her hand and tells him to get up, which makes Lu Ganian out of words. On the other hand, we see Wu Chen praising the guards for acting so realistically and tells them to wrap it up as they almost got beaten up by Mr. Liu, and the outcome was exactly what he had anticipated. The guards tell him that if the couple has any more arguments, he can reach out to them for an even more realistic performance, as now they have much more experience. Wu Chen knows that he doesn't need to be involved in their matters that follow up, as brother Liu would be able to handle all on his own, and it is time to take care of the real business. It is afternoon when Wu Chen gets a call from the double agent while driving the car, because it is already 3:30, and wants to know where Wu Chen is and whether he is playing tricks on him. Wu Chen gives him a cold shoulder as he is clearly at an advantage, which makes the double agent realize it. So he talks gently as he doesn't want to argue with Wu Chen and just asks him to come to meet him. Wu Chen arrives at the place and we get to know it is the Shut Ao Cafe in the Dongcheng district. Wu Chen apologizes to keep him waiting for so long, waving his hand towards him. The double agent slams his hand on the table as he seems very furious, with his men by his side with weapons in their hands, asking Wu Chen if it was he who had a conversation over the phone. This person is Meng Junhao, the owner of the Jiangnan Dragon Shield Security Group, a member of the Jiangnan Security Association Council, and the representative of the People's Congress in the Donghai City area. Wu Chen tells it was him and questions Meng if he is planning to have his subordinates listen to him speak about his unsavory matters and then go out to promote them on his behalf. Meng Junhao is in rage as he rises from his seat and yet again slams the table and demands to know who the heck is he. Wu Chen is very calm, telling that he really dislikes it when someone uses foul language towards him, and it seems to him that Meng is not interested in having a civilized conversation with him today. So he tells them to forget it then and bids him farewell. Just then we hear Li Ruotai's voice over a phone call with Wu Chen, telling what a coincidence, he himself was going to call Wu Chen. Meng Junhao is in a state of shock as he realizes the voice is Li Ruotai and that Wu Chen is his brother-in-law. The rumors circulating about his age and appearance matches as well, so he is indeed Wu Chen. Ruotai asks Wu Chen if anything is wrong and whether he needs his help with anything. Wu Chen tells him that there is a traitor by Ruotai's side and he needs to deal with it. Ruotai asks about who the traitors are so that he can go and crush them right now, which makes the double agent Meng Junhao sweat heavily in fear of the consequences as he kneels down and tries to beg for forgiveness. He even goes on to grab Wu Chen's leg for forgiveness, and Wu Chen mentions some other traitor with an employee of CO812 who is under his command. Ruotai tells that he will first deal with the traitor and then continue their talk, so he will hang up the call first. Wu Chen asks the double agent if they can talk properly now. Meng Junhao immediately agrees, telling that he is indeed his brother and asks him to go upstairs to discuss whatever he wishes. Wu Chen is sitting upstairs. Meng offers him some tea to drink by pouring the tea himself into the cup when Wu Chen gets another call. It is Lu Ganian and asks Wu Chen about his whereabouts. Wu Chen asks him if he didn't just make up with his wife as he has something going on. This makes Boss Lu concerned that something is going on and tells him to send the address and he will come over there immediately. Wu Chen had planned all of these and just needs to borrow Lu Ganian's influence right now to make things easier to deal with. So, he tells that he is in the Donghai City Shut-Ao Cafe's second floor. Meng is terrified as he knows about Boss Lu but tries to ask if another guest is coming, and Wu Chen tells that it is just a friend and not just to keep standing there and to have a seat. Meng also tells that it is okay with him standing and asks if Wu Chen has any instructions or anything. He may please go ahead with it. Wu Chen tells the double agent that he is really interesting as he became Ding Rulong's person 4 years ago, where has constantly placed his trusted confidants as security guards in the companies and residential areas of Li Ruobing and Li Ruotai. But 6 months ago, the truth was exposed in Li Ruotai's camp and Meng narrowly managed to escape from the barrel of Ruotai's gun. After which he immediately turned around and sold himself to Ding Rulong. Meng immediately interrupts Wu Chen and begs Wu Chen to please stop talking about it and he can just give his direct instructions regardless of its feasibility. He would carry them out for Wu Chen. Wu Chen tells that he remembers that Ding Rulong would soon send someone to target him. Meng denies it, saying that dealing with Wu Chen is not under his responsibility, so he does not know anything about it. Wu Chen knows that Meng is only responsible for investigating his activities, so he tells Meng to listen carefully. He tells that either Ding Rulong or his closest confidants would soon contact him. So, if he wants to survive, then he should do whatever they arrange for him to do. Meng asks if he should inform Wu Chen about their moves in advance so that Wu Chen can stage a performance or something, but Wu Chen denies, saying there is no need for it and he just needs to do his own thing. He also instructs Meng that there is no need to inform Ruotai about it as it is the only way for him to survive. Meng cannot digest the fact that if he does not have to do anything, then why did Wu Chen approach him, and if Wu Chen knows that something is going to happen to him in the next few days, then why is he not taking any action, or is Wu Chen just waiting for his death? Wu Chen tells him that he doesn't need to understand about it as they are all insignificant and will pose no threat to Wu Chen. The reason he came to meet him was because he felt that Meng was slightly more interesting than the rest. So, he just needs to help him to deliver something to Ding Rulong, not now but will be informed. Just then Brother Lu enters the cafe and greets Wu Chen. He angrily asks Meng if it was he who brought so many people downstairs to cause trouble for his brother. Meng tries to deny it, stating it was a misunderstanding and he didn't bring anyone with him. Wu Chen calms down Brother Lu, saying that it is no big deal and Brother Lu is just jumping into conclusions very fast as they are all friends here. Meng agrees with Wu Chen and tells that they have already sorted out the misunderstanding. Lu Ganian tells that Wu Chen doesn't need to be polite as Wu Chen's problems are also his problems and he would tear anyone apart who tries to harm Wu Chen. This is all that Wu Chen needed, as once the influence of Lu Ganian is borrowed, his image will drastically improve. Since Meng is the person in the scene now, his perception of Wu Chen will change, knowing that Wu Chen has his connections even without the support of Li Ruotai. Just then Wu Chen's phone rings, and when he picks up the call, he hears Mu Qian crying over the phone. This makes him concerned for her as he asks if anything has happened to her and gets to know that she is in front of his house. Mu Qian is the girl whom Wu Chen met in the bar in the first part. So, he takes a leave from Brother Lu and Meng, saying that he has got something to deal with and would see them next time. Meng on the other hand notices that the woman's voice was not of his fiancée Li Ruobing and seems impressed with Wu Chen's ability. Wu Chen is driving the car back to his house as he tells her not to cry and tell him what has happened. Mu Qian tells that her parents to send her abroad to study. Wu Chen confirms to her if she was crying just because of this reason, and Mu Qian tells her that she doesn't want to go abroad as no one can help her there and tells Wu Chen to come back quickly. Wu Chen tells her that there is a spare key on the side of the electrical meter box near the front door and she can go inside the house and wait for him till he arrives. Not long after Mu Qian entered Wu Chen's house did Su Qing arrive with her bodyguard holding 2 bags of groceries to treat him and celebrate her success in today's board meeting. But she suddenly realizes that she does not have the key to Wu Chen's house. Her bodyguard informs her that the doorknob can be lockpicked and she can enter the house first and they will arrange someone to repair the lock after it. Su Qing agrees to it and tells them to proceed. They try lock-picking Wu Chen's house door and succeed in doing so as the house door opens. Mu Qian is surprised by the door opening and Su Qing is also surprised to see Mu Qian in Wu Chen's house when she enters. After Su Qing enters Wu Chen's house, she questions how is Mu Qian at Wu Chen's house and whether he is not at home. Mu Qian tells her that Wu Chen is not there and he had asked her to wait for him, so she used the spare key, but then she asks why is she in his house. Su Qing's bodyguard wanted to enter, but Su Qing tells that they are friends. So, Mu Qian invites her into the house since they all are friends. Miss Su asks why did she come over to his house. Mu Qian is in her own world of thoughts as she saw Miss Su changing her slippers so skillfully, and her tone and emphasis on questions were very strange, which means that something is not right between Miss Su and Wu Chen. Su Qing calls out her name, which takes her out of her thoughts as she tells that she just arrived a few minutes ago. Miss Su understands, so she asks if Wu Chen informed her when he is coming back, to which she tells that he will be arriving soon. Miss Su also invites her to have a seat and not to just stand like a statue, and in the meantime, she put down the things she brought. This makes Mu Qian jealous of the way Miss Su is showing off to her as she asked her to sit and she doesn't feel right, and the key point is that her tone is like she is the owner of the house. And imagines whether Wu Chen and Miss Su are really very close like a couple. 2 minutes later, Su Qing asks Miss Mu if she would like to drink something and tells her that she thinks that there might be only a few things in the fridge. Mu Qing notices that their things are even placed together and it seems like they have been living together for a while. So, she immediately calls out her name and asks if she is in an intimate relationship with Wu Chen. Su Qing, being smart, questions it back without admitting nor denying the possibility. But then Mu Qian realizes that it is equal to admitting it, which makes her shocked, as the First Lady of Donghai, who is widely recognized as the most beautiful woman in Donghai, is Wu Chen's woman. Seeing Mu Qian so shocked, Su Qing thinks that she won't be a threat at all. So she asks her about when did she meet Wu Chen. Mu Qian tells her that she met Wu Chen just a few days ago. A few days ago, earlier than me, then I should call you big sister, said Su Qing, taking Mu Qian by surprise. Su Qing tells her to leave it and proposes to get along well with each other. It is late in the evening and there is a huge traffic jam, which makes Wu Chen very frustrated as it is already very late. He finally reaches his house 2 hours later and inserts his key to open the door, but smells an aroma of food, thinking if Mu Qian can cook as well. He is in a daze as he sees Su Qing and Mu Qian happily talking together, as Su Qing instructs the other one to be careful and slow down. As they see Wu Chen entering, Miss Mu is the first one to greet him, and then is Su Qing, who calls Wu Chen her husband and tells him that he came back just in time and he should go and wash his hands and eat dinner directly. Mu Qian questions Su Qing as to how her name changed to little sister when she was being referred to as the elder one a moment ago. They tell her that she is small, which makes her question which part of her is small. Mu Qian grabs Wu Chen by his arm and tells him that she wants to talk about an important matter, and why did Su Qing call him as her husband and when did he get together with Su Qing. Wu Chen asks her what she means by get together, as it seems very derogatory. Mu Qian is very jealous, so she requests him to please tell her about it and makes a cute face he cannot resist. Su Qing interrupts them and tells them to talk later and firstly wash their hands as it is time to eat. Mu Qian tells that she knows and thinks as to how did she automatically become a younger sister again. They are all eating dinner over the table. Wu Chen asks her if there were any major mistakes in the board meeting, as even though he knows the result, he is still curious as to how it went. Su Qing tells that it went exactly as he had predicted, and it was spot on without any difference, making Wu Chen happy that it went well. And there is the red boiling face of Mu Qian watching them. She cannot bear it anymore and gives it in, telling that she doesn't care that the two of them are showing so much affection in front of her, but is he really not going to tell her? He asks if Kuang Ying didn't already tell her about it, and if not, why doesn't she take a guess? Mu Qian is provoked, so she tells her that if he is not going to tell her about it, then she won't go home today. Wu Chen mockingly tells her that it is all up to her and there is an extra room in the house. She asks what about Miss Su then, and gets to know that Miss Su won't go back either. She realizes the reason why Wu Chen said her not to blame him later. When it was time to sleep, Kuang Ying tells Miss Miu that she can sleep in that room for the time being, as they have to wake up early the next day to go to the office, and so they should get some rest. But Mu Qian had other plans as she rushed towards another room as a gust of wind and sat on their bed, telling them that she wants to sleep on that bed, thinking about what can they do to her now. She gets surprised when she sees Kuang Ying sitting on the bed beside her and tells Wu Chen that she is fine with it. Wu Chen tells that then they all can just sleep on the bed together, and luckily his bed is big enough for all of them, which makes Mu Qian really puzzled at how it turned out to be. It is the next day and we see all three of them still sleeping on the bed, all cuddled up together. Ma Man truly enjoying life, success, and blessing all at once. Mu Qian tells that she was very tired last night, so she need to sleep for a little more. Ruobing is on the phone as she tells him to come to the company quickly. Wu Chen takes over the phone and asks about what has happened as he gets to know that Li Ruobing's father is coming to the company. Wu Chen is all chill as he asks what the rush is in it, as he gently pats Kuang Ying, who is cuddled up to him. Ruobing is furious as she orders him to hurry up and come to the office, as, if they mess up this time, all their previous efforts will be wasted, to which Wu Chen agrees and tells that he will be there soon. Wu Chen hasn't arrived yet, so Ruobing is yelling over that it's been over 40 minutes already and he had said that he would be there soon. She tells him to quickly zip up the back of her dress, and then they proceed to meet her father hand in hand. Her father and Ruotai were waiting for both of them, so Ruotai tells that why is he late since their father had been waiting for them for so long. Ruobing asks her father about his sudden visit without even giving her a call about it. We see the death stare of the Li family's eldest son, the father of Li Ruobing and Li Ruotai, who is also going to become the future head of the Li family. Her father asks whether she wanted to get a call so that she could prepare herself to face him. Ruobing tells that it is not that, and what's with the sudden visit. Her time has not come yet and to leave her to how she is. Her father is angrily telling her that she can't even take care of her little brother, and now there's this, and won't even let him be at Donghai. She asks how could it be her fault, and this goes on. Ruotai is all pissed in between their feud and tries to stop their fighting every time they meet each other. Ruobing realizes that Ruotai is right and it is not the time to argue. Wu Chen helps her get up, holding his hand as she officially introduces her boyfriend Wu Chen to her dad, all stuck to Wu Chen's body. She calls Wu Chen her darling and tells him that the old man is her dad and he can also call him uncle for now, as he can change it once they get married. So Wu Chen greets her father, telling that it is nice to meet him. Ruobing's father is still giving that death stare, which makes Ruobing worried about what's going on with her dad. Ruotai, on the other hand, can only apologize since he cannot help her with this matter, as their dad looks even scarier than when he arrived at Donghai. His father shouts at Ruotai, telling Ruotai whether he is trying to fool him by teaming up with his sister, as he slams the paper on the table with his hand. Ruotai tries to explain that he really tried to find out whatever he could about Wu Chen, and he has mentioned all of Wu Chen's records which he found from being born to his study details. His father gets up, telling that he won't trust a single piece of information, as he is not the real Wu Chen, as the real Wu Chen is probably dead and he is using a fake identity. And that is why there is nothing even after his investigation. Ruotai tells that there is no way about it, since when he ate with Wu Chen, he got his men to run a DNA test of Wu Chen's used chopsticks with his parents' DNA, and it is truly him. So his father tells that then the only possibility is that it is one of Ruobing's awful gimmicks again, like all the previous ones. And all the things done by Wu Chen during the past few days in Donghai must be pre-planned by his sister. So the old man is determined on breaking through all of their lies. The old man tells Wu Chen to have a seat and guesses that he has just graduated with makes both Ruobing and Ruotai shocked by their dad's changed expression and speaking tone, thinking whether he is playing with them. Wu Chen sits down and agrees to it, telling that he is currently working at her daughter's company. He is asked about his major in the university and his future plans, to which he tells that he majored in computer science and for now he is thinking of getting Ruobing's company listed first. The old man tries to act all cool as he laughs out, referring to Wu Chen as an ambitious kid, and asks about his hobbies. Back in his mind, the old man knows that Wu Chen's answer is the same as what they could find and thinks to change the direction of the conversation to know if it was set up. Wu Chen tells that he has a lot of hobbies such as calligraphy, art, music, kickboxing, cars, and so on. Ruobing knows that it is the first time that her dad has been so detailed, and one wrong move from Wu Chen could end it all. Wu Chen also adds guns in the end, which catches the old man's attention. Ruobing knows that there is no way Wu Chen would be able to come in contact with guns with that kind of family background and wonders how could he make such a dumb mistake. Wu Chen tells that boys are usually interested in guns when they are young, and after growing up he learned more about the basics of guns through the internet and was even able to find some gun blueprints while he was in computer majors. But he did touch a gun before. During his 10th class, he did make a gun model by himself with wood and got all the components correct. So, he thinks that he is quite knowledgeable about guns. Ruobing is all worked up as she cannot understand what Wu Chen is trying to do and whether he is trying to get into trouble intentionally or what. The old man asks Ruotai whether he has his gun on him and asks him to pass it on to Wu Chen. So, he gives it to Wu Chen and the old man asks him about what he knows about that gun. Wu Chen tells that it is a Type 94 made to replace the Type 54, which was designed and manufactured during the 94s. There's a police use and a military use for this gun. The barrel in the police guns is more on the blocked rotating side, whereas the military one is more on the half blowback rotating side with small recoil, which is more precise. Ruobing questions herself as to what is Wu Chen trying to do, or is it because he knows that her dad was in the army and likes guns? Whether he is trying to shape an impression of a deep gun lover who bonds similar interests as her dad. Wu Chen goes one step ahead with his show as he releases the magazine and tells that according to the weight of the magazine, there are probably 6 bullets in it. So, he tosses out all the bullets from the magazine and gets it all correct. Ruobing thinks that since he showed that he can precisely determine the number of bullets that are in the gun just with the weight, as someone who is in frequent contact with the gun and whether he is trying to expose himself. The old man finally got Wu Chen exposed, but soon realizes that Wu Chen himself tried to expose himself, which means that he had been lying the entire time, which makes the old man even more suspicious of him. And that Wu Chen trying to prove himself suspicious is all his plan, as he needs to be extraordinary to be his daughter's boyfriend, extraordinary to mess the Donghai city. Which means that he is actually in a real relationship with his daughter. Having a look at both of them, he has another problem, since Wu Chen is a random man who might have a special force behind him, so he needs to know his objective beforehand. The old man, after thinking so much, praises Wu Chen for being talented. Wu Chen tells that it is all right, or else he wouldn't have fallen for his daughter, hinting that Ruobing is also very talented, and cheerfully asks the old man if they can have a private talk with one another. Ruobing grabs Wu Chen's arm, asking about what kind of private talk is it that needs to have her excluded from their conversation, but the old man orders Ruobing to go outside with her brother. Ruobing is adamant and denies leaving the room, wanting to know about their secret conversation, but her father reminds her that it is her boyfriend Wu Chen who wants to have a private talk, so she shouldn't get so worked up. Wu Chen comforts Ruobing, placing his hand on her hand, telling her that it would be hard for them to speak about some matters, as they would have to take into consideration of her feelings in that case. Ruobing understands and gets up, referring to Wu Chen as her darling, telling him that in this case, she would listen to him. Ruobing walks out of the room and Ruotai also takes a leave along with her. Ruobing questions her brother if he has surveillance in the room or not, and so they go to watch them via surveillance. The old man is impressed that his daughter really listens to Wu Chen, to which Wu Chen tells that he has always been reasonable with her and gets up from his seat, asking the old man to give him a moment as he goes on to destroy all the surveillance cameras in the room. Meanwhile, in the surveillance room, Ruobing is questioning her younger brother about why are the cameras not working, to which Ruotai replies that they might be some cheap ones but they still got a few in the room. Wu Chen is in no mood to let them listen to anything from the room as he removes all the surveillance planted in the room. Wu Chen had just started to speak to the old man, but the old man points the gun at the back of his head, demanding to know Wu Chen's real identity and his reason to appear by his daughter's side. Ruobing questions Li Ruotai about being unable to see Wu Chen and her dad as they could see them clearly just a few moments ago. Ruotai tells that he has no idea in this regard. We are brought back to Wu Chen and the old man, where Wu Chen mockingly tells that the old man is really from the same family, since both his children had previously pointed their guns at him like how he is doing at the moment. He calls the old man his uncle, telling that he bets that there is no ammo in the gun. The old man of the Li family puts down his gun on the table, telling that Wu Chen is quite a courage, referring to him as a young man. He drops all the bullets from his other hand, telling him to stop beating around the bush and to tell him his purpose of being in a relationship with his daughter. Wu Chen tries to provoke him, telling him that he is in love with Ruobing and would want to have kids with her, and whether anything is wrong with it. The old man understands that since he is saying such disrespectful words to his face, it means that Wu Chen is not scared of him. So, he tells Wu Chen to directly come to the point. Wu Chen speaks it all out, telling that he doesn't think the old man really cares about his daughter and only cares about the well-being of the family. He is a dad who knows about the type of person Ding Rulong is, but still wants to marry his daughter to him. Wu Chen questions whether he isn't afraid that Ruobing would just shoot a point right through Ding Rulong's head when she would get angry. The old man is provoked as he fumes in rage, questioning whether Wu Chen is trying to lecture him. Ruobing, on the other hand, is worriedly curious about their conversation, and after some thought, she tells her younger brother that they would go to the room behind where they are talking. Ruobing is acting like a 2-year-old, trying to listen to their conversation through a glass cup but is unsuccessful. So, she asks about why cannot she hear anything, and we get to know that Ruotai had used the best soundproofing material when he got the room renovated. Wu Chen tries to sum it up, telling that Ding Rulong is a very stubborn person who cannot control his emotions, and tells that he doesn't think that Ding Rulong or his Ding family would live long. Asking the old man if he remembers Dong Yuan Tao. The old man replies that Dong Yuan Tao is a kid of another family and he heard that Dong Yuan Tao had drowned and died 10 years ago. Questioning about why did he bring up that kid all of a sudden, Wu Chen with cold eyes tells that Dong Yuan Tao didn't drown but was murdered. The old man tells that it is impossible since the Dong family's status is good, so they would have really found out about it if that was the case, and besides, why would the Ding family go after a high school kid? Since there is no proof, it makes no sense. Wu Chen says that he isn't talking about the Ding family but about Ding Rulong, and tells the old man to look into his phone as the motive for the entire incident was this woman named He Shiken. There were a lot of guys from rich families who wanted to pursue her but were rejected by her. But she was very close with Dong Yuan Tao because of homework, and then that kid isn't alive. He explains that Ding Rulong had brought He Shiken out and killed that boy right in front of her face, and now she is with Ding Rulong because she is afraid of him. Wu Chen also adds that he has been in contact with that girl and he is confident upon her that she will testify in this regard. The old man is in a rage as he gets up from his seat, yelling at Wu Chen about what is he trying to do. Wu Chen goes on with his own smooth way as he tells him not to be agitated, and he's sure that the old man knows about what Wu Chen is trying to do. Ruobing's father knows that the Dong family has been going uphill for the past few years, and if this thing gets out, it will start a messy war between the big families. Since the Li and Ding families are now allies, they will also have to enter the war. Wu Chen tells that out of all the families, the Sun family is the biggest ally of the Li family, and since Ruobing is not yet married into the Ding family, their alliance with the Ding family is not yet complete. The old man thinks that Wu Chen was sent there by some other family to break off the Li family's alliance with the Ding family. Meanwhile, Ruobing has gone completely berserk and wants to drill a hole in the wall to listen to their conversation. Ruotai tries to stop her, telling her that the soundproofing is very good and if she tries to drill the wall, they will get noticed immediately, but Ruobing is in no mood to leave the matter, so she tells Ruotai to find another way, which Ruotai tries to decline, trying to leave from that place. Wu Chen tells her father that it is not what he thinks and that he is thinking of her daughter and the Li family. And the Dong family isn't a bad choice since Song Yuantao's cousin, Dong Yakyu, has recently graduated from university and Ruobing would make quite a good pair with him. Her father tries to shrug it off, referring to it as a good joke, and questions whether he thinks marriage between two big families is that easy, and also that both the families do not have even the basic trust between them at the moment and he wants to get them married. Wu Chen, looking at his phone, tells that if the old man thinks that it's okay, then he would act right away and believes that they could see the results in a week. The old man is stunned listening to Wu Chen's words, understanding that Wu Chen isn't joking, but it is not the right time to do a marriage into the Dong family. So he stops Wu Chen from acting out and demands he tells him about his objective first. Wu Chen, with a cold look, tells that he wants Ding Rulong to die since his Ruobing is very attractive and Ding Rulong will try his best to steal Ruobing from him. So, if he doesn't kill Ding Rulong, someone would die and there won't be any end to it. And so, Ding Rulong must die. The old man asks if he has the information to destroy the Ding family, to which Wu Chen agrees and tells that he can do it if the old man does not come to Donghai to disturb him and his daughter for half a year, and they make a deal. 2 hours later, the clumsy Ruobing is with a shovel in her hand to dig up the wall. Ruotai tells her to stop digging since Wu Chen and his father are out. So, they rush to meet them. Grabbing Wu Chen by his arm, Ruobing tries to play it all cute, asking if her darling has finished the meeting, getting yes as an answer. Wu Chen asks the old man about his plans after this, to which he tells that he will be going back so they can have their time, and he immediately leaves in his helicopter. Ruobing grabs Wu Chen to herself and tries to seductively ask him about what he said to her father that he left so easily. But Wu Chen's Sigma mode kicks in, questioning her if she is trying to act cute, as Ruobing once again makes a cat face, calling him sweetie, wanting to know about it. Ruotai hurriedly leaves them both, bidding them goodbye. Ruobing is blushing as she tries to barter that if he tells her about their conversation, she might consider some stuff with him. Wu Chen asks if she really means it, but once again turns on his Sigma mode, telling that he is not feeling well for a couple of days as Su Qing has been very clingy and so he is very tired. Which makes her push him back, but she falls back, yelling at him as shameless. But Wu Chen catches her arm right in time, like a hero from the 90s, bringing her close to his face and asking whether isn't she also shameless for acting like that too. Ruobing sighs off, still over Wu Chen, so our proto-Wu Chen questions Ruobing if she is jealous, and if that is the case he will stop messing around with her. He tells her that he told her father about some detrimental dirt named Ding Rulong and also had a talk about the Wei family. He even told Ruobing about the story of Dong Yuantao and Ishikan, who were lovers, but later the boyfriend was killed by Ding Rulong and the girl was taken away by Ding Rulong. Ruobing seems happy as he understands that once the Ding family gets eliminated for their heinous deeds, there is going to be a new wave of people who would want Ding Rulong dead. So, she grabs Wu Chen's jacket with both her hands, pulling him closer to her face, praises Wu Chen and tells her that she should reward him for his work. Wu Chen replies sarcastically whether she is sure of rewarding him in public, as there are a lot of eyes watching them from another building. Ruobing is in no mood of giving up as she asks Wu Chen about why is he caring about others, as he is her darling and is very remarkable. But despite that, he doesn't fall for her charms. Wu Chen asks her whether she herself didn't fall for him and whether it doesn't work as an advantage for her. Getting away from Wu Chen, tucking her hair back, she admits that he indeed has all the qualities of her eternal partner, especially with how capable he is. She admits that he is correct as she has fallen for him. Ruobing acts like a cute cat, telling Wu Chen that she won't become his submissive cat just because she has fallen in love with him, but rather he will be the one who should be submissive. Wu Chen, dumbfounded, claps his hands for her incredible speech, wishing Ruobing all the success. Wu Chen however reminds her about the reward she was going to give to him just a moment ago, so he demands a good massage by her as the reward. Ruobing teasingly tells Wu Chen that she can do it if Wu Chen begs for it. So, Wu Chen's Sigma mode activates as he tells her that in that case, he would just ask someone else to massage him. Ruobing's face turns angry as she questions whether he will get it done from Kuang Ying, but he denies it, telling that she is at work and he doesn't want to bother her. Ruobing gets very desperate as to who is he talking about. So he tells that the other woman is not his at the moment, but if he gets to know her a bit more, it will be easy for him to get a massage from her. He teases her even more, telling her that this girl is younger, prettier and even richer than the Li family. Ruobing tries to take a guess, but Wu Chen tells her to stop guessing as she won't get it and he would put it on the phone speaker for her to listen. The call connects as we get to know that it is Miss Song, and Wu Chen introduces himself as a recent graduate from Donghai University. He has heard from his coursemate that she was gathering some songs, so he had a few with him. Miss Song referred to Wu Chen as her senior and asked whether he really had some songs, to which Wu Chen agreed. Miss Song was however a bit hesitant since she had received a lot of mediocre ones and that she herself could write better than the ones she received. Wu Chen tried to persuade her by telling her to give him a test run first in that case. Miss Song instead tells him to come over to the CBD cafe as she is free, to which Wu Chen agrees. Ruobing is sweating as she is in deep thought trying to guess about this woman who is a better beauty and is also a student at Donghai University with a rich family named Song. As a name struck in her head, both her eyes popped out trying to know if this girl is from the Wu family. Wu Chen agrees, telling that this girl is the daughter of Wu Yurong, which makes Ruobing shocked. She asks if he is indeed going to get Wu Yurong's daughter to massage him and whether he isn't afraid of Wu Yurong getting to know about it. Also stating that Wu Yurong is her idol as she is the third millionaire in Donghai City with a company named Senator Lan Apparel. And that after her divorce, she won the brutal business war with her ex-husband's family to get the custody of her daughter. Also brought down her ex-husband to death, gaining the title of the Black Widow that everyone fears in the business community of Donghai. Wu Chen tries to console Ruobing and tells her that he also knows that she had another name when she was younger, named the First Beauty of Donghai. Ruobing gets possessive, telling Wu Chen to please reconsider his decision and not to act out of rush. Clenching her fists tight, having no other option other than to submit to Wu Chen's massage request, as else he will try to mess up with the daughter of Wu Yurong and have a bad end, she gives up and tells Wu Chen to come over to her house tonight and she will give him a massage if that's what he wants. And not only a massage, but she can be all his, but he will have to let go of that girl named Song Xuan. Wu Chen tries to clarify that maybe Ruobing misunderstood him, as meeting with Song Xuan and getting a massage are just excuses. So the desperate Ruobing tries to question him about what is he up to then. Wu Chen tries to calm her down and tells her to relax and not overthink. And then walks over, bidding her farewell, waving his hand in the air. Later at the cafe, Wu Chen meets Miss Song, where the stunning Song Xuan officially introduces herself to Wu Chen. They have a firm handshake and greet each other. Song Xuan gets over business, directly asking if Wu Chen has brought over his work and where is it. Wu Chen asks her if she has a pen and paper, to which she asks about it. Wu Chen tells her that he would be writing it down for her, which makes Miss Song all starstruck. Wu Chen goes up with his act, telling that it's all in his head, which Miss Song is barely able to digest, but still hands him over her diary and a pen. 10 minutes later, Wu Chen finished writing the song named Soul Remedy. Miss Song is in deep thought as Wu Chen wrote a whole sheet for audio mixing and the instruments used without any trial in a software. However, after she sang her song in her mind with the audio tune Wu Chen wrote, she knew that Wu Chen's melody was much better than the one she received earlier. So, Wu Chen questions her if she wants to buy his melody, to which Miss Song agrees immediately with joy in her face. They go on around with the price of the melody, but Wu Chen doesn't agree with her low prices. So Miss Song asks Wu Chen if he is just there to mess around with her and if she looks like a fool to him. Wu Chen is unfazed and with a serious face demands 100,000 and that there is no negotiation for the price, as he also has a few more of these songs. Miss Song immediately denies taking the song from Wu Chen as it is way overpriced. So, Wu Chen forwards her diary telling her that the deal ends then. He adds that even though they have met just once, he has trust in her that she would not steal. So, he won't tear off the lyrics page as her diary looks very good and it wouldn't look perfect if the pages were torn. He gets up and leaves the cafe. As he walks away, the annoyed Miss Song labels him as a weirdo. Wu Chen arrives at the Weishan music studio where he is greeted by the receptionist. He tells her that he wants to record a song, so he is going to rent the recording room for 3 hours. After every reincarnation from the past, the song he wrote named Soul Remedy had proven itself multiple times and will blow up one day or the other. Wu Chen is asked if he needs a tuner or a mixing engineer, but Wu Chen declines, stating he can do it himself. It's 3 hours now and the recording is done with a CD in Wu Chen's hand as he is going to publish the song when he goes home. At the parking garage, he gets a call from Kuang Ying, who asks Wu Chen about his whereabouts and why didn't he answer her phone calls for 3 hours. He tells her that he was busy and asks her if there's any issue. So she informs that Mu Chen, the girl he met at the bar in the first scene, Kuang Ying got her an internship at Jinfu and so she won't be going abroad for studies. Wu Chen praises her for her good work as he drives out of the garage. Kuang Ying asks him if he won't be meeting her today, and if so, she will get very suspicious of him if he wasn't at home every day. They end up the call, but Wu Chen notices a black car following him. The black car doesn't have a Donghai City license plate, so he knows that it's Ding Rulong's men then. So, he speeds up the car as he still needs to publish the song he made. Wu Chen reaches his home and creates his account with his name so that Miss Song knows that it's him when she hears the song and publishes it. It's the next day early morning when Wu Chen comes over to his desktop to check over the song. But he suddenly notices that his house looks weird and that the patterns on the pot are facing a different direction. Even the pillow on the sofa is too far right from where he used to keep it. So, he picks up his phone as he forgot to pay some attention to the men sent by Ding Rulong and that these people must have installed a pinhole camera or a bug in his house. So, he lets them play as he calls over to Li Ruobing and talks all lovingly with her. But, Ruobing is still over the massage issue and Miss Song, so she taunts him about it. Wu Chen tells that he will be there at her company before 9 to discuss about it. Wu Chen knows that the probability of something happening that day is pretty bad, but it's all in his own hands. As he drives a bit further, the black car pulls over in front of Wu Chen's car, and on top of that, there are 2 trucks on each side, so he cannot go left or right. This is a very classical way of showing a 100% confirmed accidental death. But they are trying to mess up with Wu Chen, who remembered all the vehicle's license plates, and so as soon as the accident happens, he resets the time. It's 7 a.m. of the same day and now it's his time to play. So he calls up Li Ruotai and tells him about Ding Rulong's men who are in Donghai and about the trucks and black cars information along with their license plate numbers. Ruotai is shocked but then tells Wu Chen that he will take care of it. But Wu Chen tells him that he wants them alive, since if they remain hidden then it will be hard to find them, and if they come on the road, it will be easier to catch them. But then it would be hard to do anything on the road, so he thinks that it would be better in the basement parking lot of the shopping center. Ruobing calls him and asks about him and that he has sent his men to search for them. Wu Chen tells that he is around the mall and that Ding Rulong's men have followed him there as well. Wu Chen knows everything but is waiting for Ding Rulong's backup plan. The white truck driver informs the rest about the change in plan as Wu Chen has gone into the mall's basement. But suddenly a white van comes in and smashes into the white truck. When the furious white truck agent yells at those who crashed in, he is treated by Wang and his men, who is Ruotai's right-hand man. All the drivers who wanted to attack Wu Chen had been captured and their vehicles all seized. Zhang Chuan, who was sent by Ding Rulong, informs his boss that all the men they had sent have been captured by Li Ruotai. Rulong is in no mood of giving up, so he tells them to go for Plan B as he wants Wu Chen dead today before the Li family members can protect him. Zhang Chuan orders his men as he doubles the money to get Wu Chen by the day and gives them Wu Chen's current address to hunt him down. 20 minutes later, he gets a call from Ruobing, who informs him that her brother has captured those men and asks about his whereabouts. Wu Chen tells her that he is in the Sin Mao shopping mall. Ruobing yells at him to find a crowded place immediately and she will come over there right away. Wu Chen agrees to her and hangs up the call. As he walks into the lift, he notices the broken camera and knows that Rulong's backup has already arrived. The lift arrives at another floor and we see Wu Chen surrounded by a bunch of men in black clothes. As soon as the door closed, all these men took out their weapons trying to get Wu Chen done and dusted. But it was Wu Chen who with his eagle-sharp eye grabbed them by their wrist, punched them in the face, kicked them and whatnot to get over them. At the same time, Ruobing and her subordinate were hastily looking for Wu Chen as he wasn't picking up his phone and she gets to know that he is in the elevator and the elevator is on the B1 floor. So, they quickly rush over to that floor to open the door of the lift and just then they see one of Ding Rulong's men head falling on the ground. Ruobing gets very tense seeing such a situation as we see Wu Chen all covered with sweat and bruises over his face and body with Rulong's men lying unconscious. Ruobing is shocked to see Wu Chen in such a situation with her bodyguard sweating profusely about what would happen to them. Wu Chen just stepped out of the elevator calling her as his dearest lady before falling down as he didn't have any strength left. Ruobing grabs him just in time but Wu Chen jokes around saying that her clothes would get dirty if she holds onto him. Ruobing shuts him up saying he still has the energy to speak and tells them to be quick and go to the hospital. Wu Chen asks about the need to go to a hospital but the now possessive Ruobing is very concerned over Wu Chen telling him that he has blood all over his body and that he is injured. Wu Chen acts smart declining her that he isn't injured and that she has been touching him everywhere and having fun with him. He teases her further telling her that she spares no time having fun. Ruobing is in awe as she realizes that Wu Chen has single-handedly dealt with 6 armed killers without suffering any injuries. Wu Chen agrees about it but tells her that he still got his clothes dirty so she will have to go home to take a bath. But, before that, he has something he has to do and he pulls out a smartphone from one of the attacker's suit pockets and then clicks a photo of them lying unconscious on the ground. He sends the pictures to Zhang Chuan who is Rulong's man and just then the attacker's phone gets a call from Zhang himself. As he picks up the call, Zhang quickly asks if the work is done assuming he is speaking to his men. But with a smirk, Wu Chen tells him that he has sent a picture and whether he has seen it or not. Zhang gets furious as to who is talking over the phone and how is his subordinate's phone under his command. But Wu Chen tells him calling out his name to send the pictures to Ding Rulong and to tell him that he only has his final days left. Wu Chen gives over the phone to one of Ruobing's men and instructs him to call an ambulance for the one whose phone he had used as he want him alive. Wu Chen now tries to leave telling her that he will take a temporary leave from Donghai for 2 days to go south. Ruobing gets worried questioning him if he is going to kill Ding Rulong and calling him honey kisses him showing him that she has truly fallen in love with him. Wu Chen gets his mood activated as he tells that he doesn't feel good having a moment here and tells her to head home so that they can clean up and have a moment after it. Later at another apartment, someone seems not so happy. Oh, it is Miss Song who sees that a song has gotten into the weekly first and even her friend praises that song. She is shocked as that song has over 4,000 comments and all of them are very positive. Even professional singers are discussing that song which is the same song Wu Chen had written the previous day. Her friend asks her about why she has handwritten music sheets as it is old-fashioned now. Miss Song is very furious as she cannot digest the fact so she calls over to Wu Chen to confirm if it was he who had written and published that song. Wu Chen had gone for a shower when his phone rang with Ruobing sitting beside his phone on the sofa. This made Ruobing suspect that it must be from Ding Rulong who must be trying something again on her love. She picks up the call and directly questions if he is looking for death now. But that call was from Miss Song who was startled at such a statement so she asks if it is not her senior Wu Chen's number stating that she wanted to talk about the song. But Ruobing cuts her words questioning her about which song and she can say it all to her and she will let Wu Chen know. Miss Song tells Ruobing not to misunderstand her asking her if she is Wu Chen's girlfriend and that there was a misunderstanding during her meeting yesterday with Wu Chen so she wanted to apologize to him. Ruobing grills her about why she wants to apologize and for what reason also questioning about the song thing. Miss Song is shocked, asking Ruobing if she really is Wu Chen's girlfriend, as she doesn't even know about his song. Ruobing asks her if she is suspecting her of lying, so she gets up and knocks on Wu Chen's door, calling him honey and telling him to open the door as it's his junior's phone call. Wu Chen takes the phone and gets to know it is from Miss Song, and they schedule a meeting for later. Wu Chen hands over the phone to Ruobing, telling her that it was from Song Xuan, who wanted to buy his songs, but it seems that Ruobing had other plans, as she loosens her dress, clinging on to Wu Chen, praising and seducing him at the same time, but Wu Chen tells her that he is not done with his shower. Ruobing just goes all in with the kiss, wanting to know about what other things is he good at. Wu Chen warns her that she is trying to play with fire. Just then the phone rang, making Ruobing very angry, as she curses that person for destroying their moment. She informs that it is from Ding Rulong, and he tells her that it's all right and he is coming. Ruobing picks up the phone, and Rulong instantly tries to explain that it was not he who did it, but his subordinate Zhang Chuan, as that subordinate of his misunderstood his commands. Ruobing starts to humiliate Ding, stating how could those weaklings be his men, as they were too dumb and foolish and didn't even match young Master Ding's style. Ruobing starts to tease Ding by going and sitting over at Wu Chen's lap, where Wu Chen asks her about who is over the call and whether it is Ding Rulong. Ruobing agrees, stating that he is that same dumb bass, to which Wu Chen pounds her thighs, creating a loud sound that could be heard over the phone. He tells her to mind her attitude, as no intelligent woman uses profanity. Ruobing plays along, telling that it hurts, and it has all turned red, making Rulong grind his teeth in anger. Wu Chen tells her that she must know her mistake and that she deserves a little spanking, to which Ruobing tells that she is sorry and she won't speak profanity and not to spank her. Rulong couldn't stand anymore, as he smashes his phone on the ground and even going ahead and crushing the phone with his foot. Ruobing tells that he hung up, and it seems that he smashed his phone, questioning Wu Chen if Ding would even be able to survive it. Ruobing is in the mood to play, as she deviates the attention to what Wu Chen had talked previously about spanking. Wu Chen raises his hands, telling her that he is all clean. He also informs her that he will be meeting up with Wu Yurong later, so she might also call her, and tells her to cooperate with her. Ruobing questions him about Wu Yurong, as it must be Song Xuan who must be contacting him. Wu Chen tells her that it is Miss Song, but also her mother, Miss Wu Yurong, as they must meet each other the same day. Just then Ruotai barges into the room, calling out for both of them, and then apologizes to Wu Chen about the incident that happened to him, also going to such lengths to tell him that it won't happen again, and asking him about how many bodyguards he need. Ruobing stops her little brother's speech midway, warning him not to go out to take revenge. But Ruotai counters it, saying that it has happened multiple times now, and Wu Chen was lucky to fight back and didn't get hurt. He asks about what would happen the next time, and that no one can promise anything, so he will have to get Ding Rulong dead. Ruobing gets up, telling Wu Chen that since he is her little brother's family now, he must talk some sense into him. Wu Chen asks Ruotai if that Lao Dao is alright, to which Ruotai informs that the one he wanted alive is okay now. So Wu Chen tells that he will then have a good talk with that guy, which makes Ruotai want to know about what he's going to talk about. Whether that person is holding on to some important secrets that can bring Ding Rulong to his end. Wu Chen agrees with him, also stating that he will be the one accompanying Wu Chen when he goes to talk with Lao Dao, but for that, he must first promise his sister not to make any irrational move. Ruotai agrees, stating that he will listen to him as long as Ding Rulong can be eliminated, letting Ruobing finally breathe a sigh of relief. Finally solving the issue, he tells both of them to excuse him as he has some business to attend to. Sometime later in the evening, Wu Chen arrives at the meeting point for Miss Song, and there is an informant who is spying on Wu Chen. Wu Chen finds Miss Song and greets her, taking her by surprise as she is barely able to speak something from her mouth. Wu Chen asks her to speak, to which she questions if his family runs a small family restaurant. Wu Chen agrees, stating it is a noodle shop in a small town. Miss Song questions if he is a sugar baby of her girlfriend, as his girlfriend sounded like a 40-year-old. And the reason that he is selling his song at such a high price is to make money so that he can get rid of her, as he didn't even let her know about the song he published. Wu Chen is simply giggling over her notion about his girlfriend, which makes her even more agitated. She thinks that it is very unfair to Wu Chen as he cannot waste his talent on some old woman, and if he really wants to make money and become independent then she can help him instead. Miss Song now holds Wu Chen's arm, trying to make him realize how good his song did and that he has now become famous. So there are a lot of big companies that would want to work with him and he will become a celebrity. Wu Chen moves away his hand, telling her that he won't be making a debut, and it is not what she thinks. Redirecting their conversation about meeting to purchase his songs. Miss Song realizes that she almost forgot about it, so she requests Wu Chen to write another song for her. Wu Chen asks for 10,000 and Miss Song agrees immediately to it, but Wu Chen places another demand of wanting half of the profit the song generates. Miss Song accepts this demand as well, stating that she can agree to anything as long as he can keep up with the standard of the song he created earlier. So Wu Chen gets to business, asking her for a pen and paper, also stating that he would refund her if the song doesn't go viral. 10 minutes later, Miss Song is all happy holding the music papers of the song named A Song for You. Wu Chen gets up after receiving the money, bidding her goodbye as he still has some stuff to do. Wu Chen is in the car as he claims that the appetizer has been served by meeting the daughter, and it's time for the main course by meeting her mother as he notices a car following him. So, he steps up on the gas and speeds off, trying to get away from the white cars that are chasing him. A bodyguard informs his boss that they were unable to block Wu Chen, but something else is going on. It's Miss Song's mother, Wu Yurong, who wants to know what the issue is. So the bodyguard informs her that it seems like Wu Chen already knows that she is looking for him as he is driving to the company. This makes Miss Yurong interested as she tells the guard to bring him to the 16th floor when he arrives. Wu Chen arrives and is standing outside her door as Miss Yurong's men inform her. Wu Chen enters her office in a chill mood with hands in his pockets, seeing the stern look of Miss Yurong, also known as the Black Widow, and her retired Special Forces bodyguard named Chu Yan. Wu Chen, with a thug look, calls her director Wu, asking her whether it isn't a bit rude to invite him over like this. Miss Yurong tells that she doesn't understand his objective, but the one who's being rude is Wu Chen, isn't it? She orders her bodyguard to get out, and as he walks by Wu Chen, he warns Wu Chen not to try anything else, the consequences would be dire. Miss Yurong tells Wu Chen to take a seat, asking him about what is his purpose with his daughter and hopes that it isn't related to money. Also adding whether Miss Ruobing knows about his meeting with her daughter. Wu Chen asks her about why she cares so much about her daughter who was given birth by someone else. This shocks Miss Yurong as she just couldn't say anything. Wu Chen then starts with his history classes, telling her about how she was forced to marry at the age of 21, and then she made a deal with her father about no one would get her way after giving birth to a child. And after her marriage, she always hid a knife under her pillow and slept in a separate room with her husband, and every time he tried to force her, she would threaten him with her knife. But then every morning she would play the innocent card and use excuses like not looking pretty or having stretch marks on her face so that he doesn't get mad at her out of pity. Wu Chen commends her for her smart tricks, also stating that she had always given her husband an image that as long as he could give more time to her, just then she will be able to accept him and make him say yet to have someone else give birth to a child instead of her. And after the child was born, she denied all her promises and turned against her husband's family. And what happened after it is known by everyone. With a small smirk on her face, Miss Yurong pities as to how her husband is dead too. She also tells Wu Chen to feel free to tell everyone about it if this is what he wishes to tell, and then they should talk about her daughter. With a cute bossy face, she warns him that even though she wasn't the one who gave birth to Miss Song, her daughter still has her blood. So if he is thinking of doing anything bad, then it is best to give up. Wu Chen is damn confident as he tells her that she should look into the matter closely, as she would soon realize that his focus is not her daughter but Miss Yurong herself, as he has some thoughts about her. Miss Yurong tucking in her hair, stating that young people nowadays have become very ambitious and she wonders what kind of thoughts he has. Wu Chen tells that it is complicated as this might seem out of the blue, but Miss Yurong always had her guard up, especially towards men. So this is why he would have to use this type of way for him to meet her. Miss Yurong gets up and starts to walk slowly towards Wu Chen, asking him about how complicated could the adult thing be and whether Miss Ruobing knows about what he is doing. Does she know about all these complicated thoughts he has about her? Wu Chen with a calm look tells that Ruobing of course knows about it. Going closer to Wu Chen's face, with a seductive and threatening pose, Miss Yurong tells that if that's the case, meeting face to face, then she can go into the details and let her know what kind of complicated thoughts he has for herself. Wu Chen asks Miss Yurong whether she knows Ding Rulong and that he is going after Wu Chen. Miss Yurong tells that she of course knows him, but what does that have to do with her? Wu Chen with a deadly vibe tells that he is going to end Ding Rulong. Miss Yurong seems very calm and amazed as she greets him good luck with it. Wu Chen tells that he is there to advise her to withdraw her investment from the Chuanhang fundings while she can. Miss Yurong calls it ridiculous as this matter is between him, the Li family and Ding Rulong. So what does it have to do with her and the Chuanhang fundings? Wu Chen explains to her that the Chuanhang fundings and the Tong Haiwen tradings and all the businesses that she came to establish outside of Senator Land Group will go down within the next 5 years. All because of him. Miss Yurong seems a bit interested in knowing further as she questions Wu Chen about whether he wants to mess with her. But Wu Chen denies it, stating that he only wants to mess with Ding Rulong, but she is the one getting tangled up in this mess. Miss Yurong tells that she has no contact with Ding Rulong and she is also not interested in what happened between the two of them, but Wu Chen stops her, telling her that she actually has to know about it. Since the biggest shareholder of the Chuanhang fundings is Huo Wangqi, who is also the second shareholder of Bei Wang Funding. And the actual owner of Bei Wang Fundings is Ding Weifeng. Miss Yurong tells that people call him the third Master Ding as he is the core member of the second generation in the Ding family and the third son of the old Master Ding. Wu Chen tells that he is also Ding Rulong's third uncle. Miss Yurong yet again tries to distance herself from the mess, stating that she has no correlation with Bei Wang Fundings or Ding Weifeng. Wu Chen tells that maybe she doesn't understand how deep the bond is between Huo Wanqiu and the Ding family, as once something happens to the Ding family, this earthquake of theirs is going to affect her through Huo Wanqiu. This catches Miss Yurong's immediate attention as she finally gets what Wu Chen meant. So, she asks if he is trying to mess with the Ding family. Back in her mind, she knows that he is Ruobing's boyfriend and not even a member of the Li family, but is confused as to how is he going to mess with the Ding family with no background. Wu Chen tells that Ruobing likes her a lot and sees Miss Yurong as her role model. So this is why he is here to advise her. Miss Yurong thinks that it is an absurd excuse and absolute nonsense. And since he has mentioned Li Ruobing's name, it is a good time to testify it. So, she picks out her phone and dials Ruobing's number. Upon connecting, both of them exchange greetings. Miss Yurong informs her that her boyfriend Wu Chen is there with her, to which Ruobing tells that she knows about it as he had mentioned about it to her before. Miss Yurong asks whether she knows that her boyfriend is trying to mess with the Ding family and gets a yes from Ruobing. Miss Yurong tries to speak something, but Ruobing calls out to her, stating that Wu Chen had directly spoken with her father, so she is unclear about it and she will have to speak with Wu Chen about the details. This startles Miss Yurong as Wu Chen could go around Ruobing and directly work with the Li family. She thinks about, wasn't it the Li family who was working with the Ding family, and what kind of abilities does Wu Chen have? So she thinks to have a good talk with Wu Chen to know more about it. She tells Wu Chen that Wu Chen must be exhausted from all these talks, so what would he like to drink, a wine or a champagne? Wu Chen thanks her for asking and replies that wine would do. So, Miss Yurong goes and picks up a bottle of wine, pours the wine into 2 wine glasses and offers one of the wine glasses to Wu Chen. She sits just beside Wu Chen, trying to smell the aroma of the wine she poured in her glass. Wu Chen spent half an hour explaining the pros and cons of the whole Ding Rulong and Dong Yuan Tao incident to Wu Yurong. Miss Yurong leans closer towards Wu Chen, asking him to have more wine. You can clearly see what she's trying to do as she tells that this bottle is very old, from the XYZ place. But just then she stumbles upon her high heels with a wine bottle in her hand. She is just going to fall, but Wu Chen came just in time to grab Miss Yurong from the back, telling her to be careful. Miss Yurong's face turns red with such an awkward situation as she excuses herself as she didn't know he was behind her. Wu Chen asks her if she is good, as it would be a pity if she fell. Miss Yurong is completely blushing at this point, apologizing, stating that she might have gone too fast with her drink. Wu Chen knows that she might not put her trust in men, but her preference is normal and her desire isn't low as well. She is the same as Li Ruobing, who wants to have the finest man beside her. More importantly, it is to get in physical contact with her, as since the requirement is fulfilled, he has the rhythm held in his hands. Wu Chen takes the lead, stating that since she is getting a bit tipsy, so they will end it there, to which she agrees on cutting down the alcohol, also acknowledging that it was a pleasure meeting him. But even in such a state, she tells that she isn't done here, to which Wu Chen tells her to watch out as she might fall. Miss Yurong tells that it is all right, as it's the high heels that are getting uncomfortable, and so she removes it, getting on her bare foot. Wu Chen immediately extends his hands and picks Miss Yurong in her arms, which startles her, mentioning that the floor is not clean and it's also very cold. Miss Yurong is all red like a tomato, but is still thinking about Wu Chen's acting, as he has picked her up in a bridal pose. And she has never met anyone in her 40 years of life with such courage. Wu Chen places her on a couch as she hesitantly watches Wu Chen in anger. Wu Chen pours himself a glass, telling her that if she still wants to drink and talk, then they can continue it there. Miss Yurong is straight to the point as she calls out Wu Chen for purposefully carrying her to the couch. We only request you like this video and comment something good to appreciate our work. Subscribe to the channel right now to get notified when the next part of this manhwa releases. I've stuck in my ways, stuck in my ways, stuck in my ways. Shrunk a lot of haze, but is getting it is, but I will never change. I'm stuck in my ways, stuck in my ways, stuck in my ways. People start to change for a little change, but I don't think it's dangerous.